Why Unsafe Moon? Unsafe Moon aims to break down the technical barrier presented in crypto today with a user-friendly and easy-to-use platform. Unsafe Moon is working to open the floodgates to millions of aspiring cryptopreneurs by offering a simple-to-use toolkit to build a project of their dreams. Hashtag the moon is haunted.
That means fuck all to me. That means fuck all to me.
What is this laugh?
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh!
Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 911. 911. There's nothing significant about that number whatsoever, except we've decided that it's a milestone episode.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And for those of you that want to contribute to the milestone and get a rare piece of swag, rare swag.
It is very rare.
Very rare swag. There's three, and they're all one of a kind because they're three different colors. These are the prototype mini Bens in green, yellow, and blue. They're the only ones there are.
There are the only
They're the only
ones
ones. They were prototypes.
that are one solid prototype color.
So what we're going to do is anybody who donates $9.11, we're going to write your name on a playing card. And then we're going to pick three cards at the end of the night, and the three winners get one of those each. If you double win, because you can double, you can buy as many cards as you want.
Right.
But if you double win, we're gonna just skip you. So you can only get one of these very rare pieces.
So
very rare.
For $9.11, your name goes on a card. We shuffle up all the cards that have names on them at the end of this episode. And then we will draw three.
Yeah.
One person could win them all.
They're very rare. We were gonna do some crazy game, but ever since things happened with this number, we've been a little afraid to get too crazy.
Yeah.
So this is just $9.11 for episode 911. No particular reason we're celebrating other than Ben has these three one-of-a-kind Bens.
Yeah.
There's 4 one-of-a-kind Bens in this room. My middle name's Benjamin, so I'd say 4.5.
4.5.
I'm a Billy Benjamin.
A Billy Benjamin.
Billy Benjamin.
Billy Ben.
So there's almost 5, but I've never really been a Benjamin.
Oh,
there's 4 one-of-a-kind Bens, and then a honorary Ben, little Billy Ben. Barry.
Little Billy Ben.
Little Billy Ben Barry.
You know, there was a tweet earlier that I saw that really made me confused because someone congratulated Chris Chan, but then in the picture, Chris Chan looks a lot like you.
This is the worst thing that ever happened to me in my life.
I just did your laugh.
Did you? That was a good laugh. Did you screen cap it?
I'll get it really quick here.
It's easily the worst thing that's ever happened in my life. This tweet
Ever?
It literally ever happened to me in my life. It might be the worst thing to ever happen in the history of the world. It's really bad. Somebody burned me really hard online, and it made
I'm
me
pretty
cry.
sure I know who that person is.
Really?
Yeah, because I gave them the idea of I made a joke one time on Twitter. I was like, hey, why doesn't someone make a YouTube parody account where they say what YouTube actually wants to say? So they're honest team YouTube, where they're like, sorry, we don't care about people like you. You know, your channel's fucked or whatever.
Honest Team YouTube.
Yeah, honest team YouTube.
They said we're happy to announce that Chris Chan, pictured, finally had sex. Honest Team YouTube, and they put my picture on it.
Is that? Oh no, I thought that was Chris Chan.
No, that's my picture, Ben.
Oh.
They did me dirty, Lord of Nurgle,
This
and
is
you're about to get
humiliating.
carted up.
Yeah, I posted this as a response.
That's fucked up.
Why?
See, you both hurt me today. You both hurt me so bad. I'm gonna write Lord of Nurgle on a card right now.
Lord of Nurgle, your name's going on the card, and when we ship you the figure, if you do win it, we'll give you the card too, the card that won it for you.
Good time.
In Billy's handwriting.
You
should feel very privileged.
In my booger-free handwriting. These fingers are booger-free, man.
I wish I could say the same.
Not everybody can say that.
Not everyone.
These cards are a rather. I think I've never seen this brand before, and the plastic on them is very hard to get off.
Damn, they're extra fine.
They're extra fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a quick shuffle.
I want to show everyone Ricky Berwick's Chris Chan video.
Oh God, I want to see this. You were telling me about
This
it.
is your buddy.
He's my buddy pal.
All right.
I'm home. Ma.
No. Stop. Ricky, no. The Lord of Nurgle's going on this 10 of hearts. Why? Oh my God. Yeah. That's
I don't know. Like it's funny, but it's set like it's the weirdest thing ever.
It's funny.
It's a horrible thing that has happened.
Yeah, this is funny video, but why? Hey, Brett Keane did episode. That's not true. We 900 and what? Thank you, B-Ball Julian. But yeah. Why did she have that picture taken?
I don't know what that is. I don't know. Normally,
Everything
I don't
Ricky
know.
did here is comedy, and it's funny, but it's not as crazy as just that inviting picture of Chris Chan's mom. That's so messed up.
Yeah,
That's so messed up. BT Toast going on the 8.
Yeah. And we do have a. You know what I saw today, and I absolutely love this. Okay, I'm just gonna let it play, and I'm gonna let the audience react in real time to it. I saw this today, and I loved every minute of it. It's amazing. Everyone, please like the stream because ever since we got this strike, our notifications are not going out like they used to. So if you can help us out,
like this stream, make it scream.
Here's I love this video.
There's breaking news. There's breaking news. Who wants to
So
join us?
this is a game show. For those of you who aren't familiar, this is Let's Make a Deal. This is an old school game show. It started way back in the day, and it's had a bunch of different hosts and everything. And they pick people out of the audience to be on the show. And we're going to recognize someone. The next contestant on the show we're going to recognize.
Oh, no.
On the Let's Make a Deal news team, we need somebody at the news desk. Jonathan, you can do the news with this guy? Come on, so right this way. You're jumping the news van. Come on, B. You get the news van. All right, have a seat. Oh, that was a flat. I gotta take the news button. I know they stole it. I'm taking the news.
Okay, what's your name, sir? My name's Asteria. Are you ready to do the news? Absolutely. Hello, and welcome to the Let's Make a Deal News. We're sorry to interrupt your regularly scheduled program of How I Met Your Mother's Friend.
He does it so well, too.
But we have top news. Tell them what you've been hearing, sir. There's been a plague of zonks, and there might be some behind curtain number 2. Well, let's go to our reporters there. We have Michelle, the Swedish girl, and her translator, Don Champion. What can you tell us is happening? Is there a zonk behind curtain number 2?
Well, we don't know if it's a zonk, but we've heard that there are many jets, up to 80.
80 jets?
I'll translate. People are relaxing back there with their friends.
Relaxing with friends, jets?
Yes. They're watching a New York Jets game and relaxing.
Could be.
I get it.
So I'll tell you what we'll do. We will let you take what's behind curtain number 2. Or...
Yeah, you know, why is it okay to mock European accents?
Well, I'll tell you why. Because he's black.
Okay.
If he was any other race other than, I think, black people and also Indonesians are allowed to mock the Europeans.
You know what I found out recently? The actor that played Zach Morris is like half Indonesian. Did you know that?
Mark Paul Gosselaar?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, then he can half mock the Europeans.
There's a lot of Indonesians that live in the Netherlands, and his dad is Dutch, and he was the only one out of his siblings to be born in the U.S. The rest of them were born in the Netherlands.
Weird.
Yeah.
We'll give you what's inside this Let's Make a Deal envelope. I don't care what you think. I'm going with the curtain. Wow. All right, let's see what you passed up on, okay, sir? It was a date night zonk you passed on.
Oh, wow.
Zonko the gorilla would have picked you up in a luxury car and whisked you off to a private formal dinner, complete with live music, followed by exclusive access to the Zonk nightclub.
Oh, yeah. See, Zach Morris's mom. Look at it. That's his mom. Very small Indonesian lady.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Sniff's got that 9/11 going on that 8.
Green Day was worth nothing. But we're not done with you. How would you like $2,000 instead of curtain number 2?
I like how it's LMAO news. Or
Are you
no,
sure?
no, it's Let's Make a Deal. That's a D, not an
It's
L.
LMAD.
Curtain number 2.
Listen.
They actually couldn't put LMAO on it because nobody's laughing their ass off at Let's Make a Deal until Asterios
Right.
got on.
That's what I'm saying. I love this. A zonk is bad. I see people in the chat asking if zonk is bad. That means you lose. You don't get anything.
Zonks are bad.
Usually there's a zonk, which means you don't win anything. There's like a mid-tier prize, and there's like a really good prize that's worth like thousands.
Huh.
About 4 or 5 seconds. And I've decided I gotta go with the curtain.
Oh, we're just getting this in from our comptroller has just indicated we'd be willing to give you $3,000.
So they bribe you. They offered $2,000 for him to not pick any curtain, and there is at least one zonk. Or and then when he was like, I got to take the curtain, they're like, well, how about $3,000?
Relaxing, 80 jets, friends.
Okay. God, please, we're on television. Please keep it down.
Keep it down.
Look, $3,000. That's a lot of money.
It sure is.
It's a lot of money for a person of.
That curtain.
Well, he turned down $3,000. Can we show him what's back there now, guys? It's a new hot tub.
Wow.
Jets. They said they're relaxing with friends.
Relax with friends in this 6-person spa.
So is this the big prize?
Because he won this, he gets to play at the end for like the big deal.
Custom backlit waterfall and synchronized color-changing LED lights from Strong Pools and Spas. This deal's worth $8,999.
And
That's it? $9K?
That's not bad.
I want that.
And I think you either you can go for the prize or opt out for like the cash value of the prize.
Yeah,
I
they usually
believe.
do cash value.
Yeah.
Nice job, Asterios.
Thank you, Wayne. Thank you.
Wow, you are a character, my friend. Hey, do me a favor. Read that card.
If you would like to get tickets to come to a taping of Let's Make a Deal here in LA, go to CBS.com or you can call this number 888-533-2555.
You guys better call.
Come on down.
You better call. You got to beat Asterios.
Wayne Brady was very impressed by that promo right there.
Of course. Asterios is a professional. I got a hot tub.
Yeah.
Asterios, stand up, my friend. Sir, so you got yourself the hot tub, $8,999. Keep that or go for the big deal. What are you going to do?
I'm going for the big deal.
You heard him. Come back here, watch him pick a door, and hopefully take home the
So
big
did
deal.
he trade the hot tub in for the big deal or what?
Yes.
Oh,
Big deal
wow.
right after this.
If you get the big deal, it's worth more than whatever you won in the earlier round, but there's also things that are not worth as much. And I think there's a zonk, probably.
Welcome back. Let's make a deal.
Sometimes they'll be like,
Big
or
deal
you can take what's in this
daytime
box.
here With Asterios. You gave up your hot tub. You like the hot tub, it seemed.
No, I thought the hot tub was really cool, but that's a lot of money. So that's
I like
a lot of money,
smoking monkeys.
$23,029.
Monkeys
right?
that steal. There's monkeys in India that will grift like cigarettes and lighters off of people and smoke them because they're addicted
Remember
to
that
cigarettes.
motorcycle monkey that stole the
That
baby?
was insane.
That was like top tier crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, if you pick the right door, if you pick door 1, door 2, door 3, what's your lucky number?
Come on, Asterios.
You know, I've had a lot of luck with door number 2. I'm going to go with door number 1.
Going
I like
against
how
his
you think.
instinct.
But
Come
let's see
on.
if it pays off. So you're
Come
gonna go
on.
with 1. Let's open 2. You had luck with it before.
You could have won a new dining room set.
That's not the big deal.
That's not a big deal.
So it has to be either 1 or 3.
Yeah, so
This dining
he's
set
either going to get a
included
zonk or he's going to get the big
table
deal.
crafted from teak wood, a storage buffet
You know what?
with
I was
hutch,
wrong.
and
There
these
is no
sleek
zonk.
ivory
I'll tell you
chairs
what.
with
There is no zonk.
Oh.
Now that I remember
You
it,
could
because I've
install
seen
new
this.
Okay.
hardwood, bamboo, or cork flooring with this $2,000 gift card to Lumber Liquidators. This deal was worth $6,948.
Does he get a beekeeper uniform as his prize?
Good job. You didn't pick that. That's not the big deal. There's 1 and 3 left. You went with 1. Let's show you what's behind 1. If we open this and this is the big deal, 3 is not it, then you've got it. Let's see. Door 1, Tiffany.
It's a new scooter.
That's not the big deal.
It's not the big
But it's
deal,
a great deal.
and
It's
it's
a
not
brand
worth
new
as much
scooter.
as the
hot tub?
Yeah.
This Piaggio
It's worth about
Typhoon
half as
scooter
much.
features a fuel-efficient 4-stroke
a
engine, a
$4
rugged
grand?
steel frame, and
$5
delivers
grand?
up to 90 miles
Yeah.
per gallon. This deal's worth $3,289.
Wow.
So congratulations, man. It's still a great deal. You know, I asked if he's ever written one of those, and he said that he was going to. Now this is the perfect time because it's yours. So enjoy that. I've got to show you what's behind door 3 now. This is the big deal.
Oh, no.
Tiffany?
Poor Asterios. What'd you
could have
lose?
won a Caribbean getaway.
No, I
and
had a Greek
Mediterranean
cruise.
A cruise back to his motherland.
He's half Greek, half
Yeah.
Caribbean.
No, he's not.
Oh.
I think he's
He's
like,
half
Asian.
Indonesian.
I don't think he's Indonesian.
Like,
I think he
like
might
Mark
be like
Paul
Chinese or
Gosselaar.
something. Did you ever know that though?
No, I had no idea.
It's so weird.
He always had such a good tan. I thought it was his Malibu sun. He's got a little bit of
Could have gotten a Greek cruise
Indo in him.
Asterios.
You would have spent 5 days in Turks and Caicos at the Venetian on Grace Bay in an oceanfront room. You could have relaxed on the famous 12-mile beach, lounged by the expansive
He
swimming
still
pool,
gets
and
like
enjoyed
a nice
variety
little
of
chunk. And he's such a sweet, cute boy on the show.
water sports. And you would have journeyed
I
along
love
the
it.
Mediterranean coast for 8 days aboard Lewis cruises. You'd have visited ports such as Athens, Istanbul, and the sun-kissed Greek islands. Nightly entertainment, meals, and a revitalizing massage were also included in this fantastic voyage. We were also including round-trip airfare for both trips and $2,000 in cash.
Are they giving you a naked white woman?
Making this big deal worth $23,000.
Or was that a massage?
Yeah, see, the big deal is worth $23,000.
$29.
Mysterious.
They were giving him $2,000 spending cash and covering his airfare and giving him a cruise of the Greek islands.
That would have been pretty sweet.
And the Caribbean. Yeah, that's quite a trip to just be given to you.
You didn't get the big deal, but you got yourself a great scooter. Enjoy it, my friend. Thank you so much. Best of luck to you in the future. Who wants some cash?
Yeah. So, I thought that was delightful.
He's
delightful.
He's such a sweet boy.
Let's explain the figure game now that we have like more than 100 more people that was watching us.
Yes. Tonight, episode 911 has nothing to do with any other things.
911.
Yeah. But if you do $9.11, which has nothing to do with anything else, we will write your name on one of these cards. And at the end of the night, we're going to shuffle them up and draw 3 cards out. And we're going to send these one-of-a-kind colored mini Ben figures.
Yep.
One of each.
It must be through Streamlabs, too, by the way.
Streamlabs only, please. Do you think 911 changed everything? I do. I was supposed to be on that flight, you know. Good thing I had no money to buy a ticket. You were gonna fly here for episode 911?
Whoa!
Blitzo doing a
get
triple.
The other 3 queens.
Let's see if we can get you those queens. You're not buying the direct cards, Blitzo. I'm just flipping them off the top. Let's see if we get you a queen. 1, 2. You're not getting any of these queens, Blitzo. I shuffle them, but I'm putting you on all these cards.
You got a good chance of winning all of them.
I guess you just gotta keep spending 911 until you get all those queens, because I don't have time to search out the particular cards for everybody. I'm too busy making memories on episode 911.
911.
That was a really cool video of Asterios.
Yeah.
I like that. We should go down to LA and go on all the game shows we can, so we have clips of ourselves out there.
Oh my God.
And then we can have a compilation with Asterios' cool game shows and our cool game shows, and we'll call it Drunken Peasants Game Show Edition.
Game Show Edition.
Game Show Edition.
I like it. We should do that completely. Price is Right, you know? We got to try that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do antagonism first.
Antagonism.
Yeah.
Turn off. Jocular jellyfish.
Don't touch me. TP, are they going to touch me?
Said go on Jeopardy.
I think I do all right on Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Did you know? I don't know if I already told you this. LeVar Burton's first appearance as guest host on Jeopardy was overshadowed by the fact that one of the contestants got a record low score, the lowest score in Jeopardy history.
What is that?
It was like negative $15,000.
Oh my God. BT, well, that's a good thing. Something historic happened under his reign, right? BT Toast getting a 6 diamond stud.
Because everyone was campaigning for him to get the job.
Well, he still might get it. They're going through like 1 week of people, right?
Yeah. He made a mistake, though, that they had to correct
What'd
later, too.
What'd he do?
He said that someone gave a wrong answer when in reality their timer ran out, so it caused other people to not know because they gave the right answer. They just gave it after time ran out, so it made the other people think that the answer in their head couldn't have been right when it was
Oh,
right.
damn, that's tough.
Yeah.
Everybody who is watching again, if you donate $9.11 tonight, we're going to write your name on one of these cards. And if you do multiples of 9/11, make sure it's like a multiple. exactly multiple. I'm not going to like give you two things if you do a 20 or if you do a 10 or something. It's got to be 9/11 or a direct multiple of which.
Yes.
And then we'll write your name on that many cards divided by the multiples of 9/11 per donation. That's very confusing, and that's why I'm saying it, because I like to confuse you. By the way, I'm wearing my Mariners bandana today. I don't know why. I don't know if they're playing. I have no idea.
They might be playing because it's baseball season.
Yeah, I saw this and I was like, I'm going to put on this bandana today.
All right. We don't normally put King Cobra in antagonist, but this is him really mad about Chris Chan. King Cobra JFS mad at Chris Chan.
Going in.
Yeah.
Going in. What if it comes out Chris Chan used tactical soap?
Fuck Chris Chan, that nasty ass motherfucker. And I mean that quite literally because he really is a motherfucker.
Oh my God.
Like, Jesus Christ, YouTube, I'm over it. People suck, I need a beer. What is up, YouTube? It's the weekend. I'm going to do a quick little live stream. Cheers. So if you don't know who Chris Chan is, he's this YouTuber who identifies as trans. The dude then came out and said he fucked his mom. It only gets worse. His mom's 80 years old and has dementia, so she cannot consent to sex. Not only is he raping her, but that's elderly abuse, dude. Fucking fuck Chris Chan, you nasty ass motherfucker.
So
he's mad.
Have you seen Twitter on like the response to all this? The majority of the responses on Twitter are people referring to Chris Chan as a he, and other people destroying them for being transphobic.
Right.
So it's just fight back and forth. Like they're completely like
they're missing the real point.
Yeah, it's like this is Jennifer Robbins getting that. This is all bad, but like everybody's talking about it like, oh, blah 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 blah. This is your dead naming. No, he did fucked his mom. It's like it's a real shit show.
It is.
It's so bad.
Thankfully, the cops came and removed his sick, fucking disgusting ass from the home and did a wellness check on his mom. But Jesus fucking Christ, you two. Yeah, fuck Chris Chan. Okay, like seriously. Dude, I was so fucking mad when I heard about it. I had to go outside and smoke a cigarette and calm down. I hate elderly abusers and rapists, dude. Dude. Now, if it is fake news, that's pretty fucked off to do to someone. But if it's real, fuck you, Chris Chan, you nasty ass motherfucker.
Everyone, please like the stream too if you can. Give us a like.
Yes, like I heard about it on the Courtney Sucks Discord, and I was like, what the fuck? I just kept scrolling. I'm like, nope. Then my fans sent me a text message. They're like, have you heard about this Chris Chan asshole? I'm like, what the fuck? Like the trans community needs any more bullshit right now. Jesus fucking Christ. They're coming off that down tailspin of the whole Wii Spa bullshit, and then this Chris Chan crap happens. I'm just like, yeah, they're sure.
I saw that the GoFundMe money was being returned, by the way.
Kicks ass.
Oh,
It's
it
got
is?
tour
The people?
dates on the back. One of my fans made it from me.
Man.
Dude, that's beyond fucked off, dude.
It is beyond fucked off.
Fuck Chris Chan, dude. Fucking nasty. I hate sickos, dude. What the fuck is I don't know who Chris Chan is. I just know he's a sick asshole who needs serious mental help.
Hey, that's the truth.
Yeah.
Chris Chan needs serious mental
and
help.
Is a serious asshole.
And is a sick asshole.
Yep.
That's.
I don't see how you can get set up for that shit. But Twitter's blowing up with this shit. Who the fuck does that, let alone confesses to it? Jesus fucking Christ.
I mean, there's probably a level of autism or honesty going on here. There's
like
a clinical level of honesty.
I've seen interrogations of people who are seriously mentally ill, and the way they admit to what they did without any remorse or any like emotion or like those people were identified as like mentally ill. And that the way he just admitted it, like whatever, I think there's some serious issues. I think Christine needs like to be put in a mental hospital.
Probably.
Yeah.
Not going to be on stream for too much longer because it's getting late. But big ups to the fan who sent this sweet mug. It's Friday Tubes.
That is a sweet mug.
They made no effort to hide it from certain people. Like, they told people that they didn't actually really know. It was like internet.
Someone they believe that was like a friend, right?
Yeah, but it was a troll, just
A
like
troll.
everybody else.
Yeah, everybody Chris Chan's ever talked to was a troll.
On the internet, for sure.
Yeah.
You just know, dude. You don't do that nasty shit. That's one of the big four of no-nos.
One of the big four. DJ Fix Soul.
Wow.
4 sexual no-nos. No touching dead bodies. No touching keys. No touching animals. No touching family members. I like the S denotes that's the one of the big four that you don't do.
That's the S tier.
DJ Fix Soul. Putting you down on the 2.
Good question. Exhumed Visions. No, I have not. I've heard of Chris Chan. Like, I've heard the name before. I've never watched any of his content, to be honest.
7-Eleven is a part-time
No,
job.
elderly abuse and rape is just beyond fucked off. I have mad respect for my elders. I grew up with 2 sets of grandparents that I
Is this supposed to be beer? Because it's totally flat. There's no bubbles in
still
it.
have.
I mean, it's
Like,
probably beer, and it's probably totally flat for a
It's
reason.
probably from like an open can in the fridge.
Yeah.
3 sets of great grandparents. Now I posted
you know what he
book-
probably did? Doesn't he do a brass monkey, but instead of orange juice, he does Mountain Dew?
Yes.
He might
I
have
remember
mixed his
him.
beer with Mountain
Yeah,
Dew.
Mountain Dew is a mixer to him.
cover video. It's on my channel if you want to check that out. I sang some ZZ Top for Dusty and some Slipknot for Joey.
Oh yeah, the drummer from Slipknot died like last week.
No,
or
I'm
whatever.
serious. If your mom's 80 years old and she's got dementia, put her in like an assisted living or group home type situation.
Christian does not have the money to pay to put their mom in assisted living.
I mean, something's probably going to happen to the
Right.
mom now
Yes.
that Chris Chan's probably not going to be free.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how things are going to
It's
go
like
over
a
there.
nursing home, probably a nursing home of some type. Like not like a. There's the kind that you go to when you got money, and there's the kind you go to when you don't
I
have.
wonder how much their property's worth.
Nothing. I mean, it's not in a place where property would have
Yeah.
value like it would have out here. You know, like
where she can get proper care. Now, my great grandpa Palmer, rest his soul, he died. So did my great grandma Palmer. But no, it's the truth. My great grandpa Palmer had Alzheimer's, and it got real bad, dude. I'm not going to go into details, but yeah. And my great grandpa Palmer was the kind of dude.
What kind of dude? What kind of dude was he?
What kind
That would drive across country, building fence posts in his 80s. Shit you not. That's just the kind of man that my great grandpa Palmer was. Digging fence posts in his 80s and playing golf for as long as he could.
digging fence posts.
He'd go fishing too.
He ride bike?
No, like
when the weather's permittable.
Blows me away. That Chris Chan would do crap like that.
You said you didn't know. Okay, how does it blow you away? You said you didn't know anything about Chris Chan, really.
In a way, I'm glad he confessed. That dude or woman, whatever they want to call themselves.
Finally over the dead naming so Twitter can stop harping on Cobes and Cobes can just get down to the message. I was worried. I was like, man, Cobes keeps dead naming. His message is going to fall deaf to the ears of the trans mafia.
Chan, get some fucking help, dude. Because you're nasty. Disgusting would be the word. 86 likes. That's what's up.
I will say this. I want to party with Cobes. I want to go wingman for Cobes. I want to do all kinds of types of cool stuff with Cobes. I didn't want to do that with Christine. I was going to probably do that.
It would have just been funny for the content.
Yeah, for the content. But Cobes, it's content, but it's also, Cobes is like he's the everyman.
I want to point out that I did go to this actual stream. This is like a cut of it from
Uh-huh.
another channel, but this is the first video of Cobes I've ever seen that had more likes than dislikes on it. Yeah.
As far as grandparents go, I still got my original 4. I still got the original 4 grandparents that I had when I was a kid, but I'm down to 1 great grandparent.
Oh, that's
And I'll
pretty.
tell you what,
Do people normally change grandparents? He's like, I still got the
Well,
same.
mean they haven't? He hasn't lost them. They're still alive.
No, he then immediately after that he says he only has 1 that's still alive.
No, the great grand is still alive.
Oh, okay.
the great grandparent I speak of, damn good baker. Let me tell you, like that's the truth. Like
They used to have to be good
old
bakers
ladies
back in the
are
day.
sweet and innocent. You know what I'm saying? Like you're supposed to keep them safe. You know what I'm saying? Like who the fuck does this shit?
The very demented people do this shit.
You can't. I don't even know why it was in this scenario. Someone that was, younger, clearly mentally ill, is the caretaker of a demented elderly woman. I don't understand.
Blitzer got a queen.
Why that was allowed to continue for so long.
I mean, sure, it just fell through the cracks, right? Nobody stopped it because nobody reported it.
I find that hard to believe because there's so many people that were like dead set on messing with Christine. So you'd think they would have reported it.
Well, it's really hard to pull somebody from the house, right? Like how
I don't know.
How off was the woman? She
totally out of it.
But she probably didn't create any sort of immediate danger to herself or Christine. And up
No, the
until
problem was with Christine.
Well, yeah, but
being the caretaker.
They're both adults, right? So,
no, I mean, by age, yes, but the one is on another planet mentally, and then the other one's in another dimension mentally.
Yeah, if you post that Chris Chan confession video in the chat, I'll copy and paste it.
I never
I'll
thought.
just look it up real quick.
Oh God, is it the one with the video?
When did you start having feelings for Barbara?
Well, for a long time, I remember you mentioning some time ago on the videos that I even had dreams when I had sex with her. Obviously.
Really?
So,
Yeah. How, if you don't mind me asking? I know it's probably personal. You have to answer, but how is the sex?
No.
I'd say it was satisfactory. It took a while. It took a few tries.
Satisfactory.
I'm not going to propose marriage to her at all because we're already daughter.
Yeah, mother and daughter.
Chris Chan and Barb have been doing some things.
He's watching Bass Shaman.
That most of us probably never imagined they would have been doing. I just learned about this myself.
Well, I mean, like, if you're in, like, the real deep, deep South, that's kind of common.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No.
It's common along nicely, tubes.
It's not.
It's common law nicely, tubes.
That is not true, Cobes.
But, dude, come on.
God damn it.
Now I'm talking like the deep, deep
No.
South. Yeah.
No.
Worst.
And the fact that he's trans on top of it is just going to add another level.
The fact that he's trans.
You're gonna get canceled, Cobes. Be careful.
Yes.
They're out here. They're
Haven't
out here gunning for people.
Community suffered enough. All these fucking sick fucks who are claiming to be trans now. It's just like that's going to give the movement a bad name. Like we just got off the tailspin of that We Spa bullshit, and then
I don't even know what that is. I'm not looking that up. I don't even want to know.
fucking Chris Chan, dude. You cannot understand someone like that. Chris Chan, you need mental help, my dude. If you are fucking your mom and she's 80 years old, you got dementia, you got some fucking issues, dude.
Doing. And that's why we're going to analyze this call together today.
They have her past boyfriend and husband. They haven't really reached in her.
Look, if your mom is 80 years old and suffering from dementia, put her in a home where she's taken care of, where she has round-the-clock nurses.
Yeah, that's optimal. Other things that would also not be as optimal as that, but better than what happened, would be not having sex with her, and then like I don't know, 100 other things in between all that, up until where we were at with I got needs, or what was it that Chris Chen said? It was something like
he was horny.
Yeah, I was horny. I was horny.
Yeah.
I love my grandparents.
There's easy ways to take care of that don't include.
Such a jolly holiday for mommy.
So the idea of
Worse.
what Chris Chan is doing, it blows my fucking mind, YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be
Chris Chen. How long has Chris Chen been set up to go to the freaking Brony convention? Like, when did that money come through? Was it before or after he started this? Because he started with his mom at the end of June. She did. Shoot, sorry guys, I'm super dead naming right now. All I can think of is that sweet little boy that was on the news before any of this went wrong. That's my Chris Chen. I'm dead. I'm dead existing. Anything other than that one video.
But legitimately, I'm pissed
Everything
off.
after that has been
I fucking hate elderly
dumpster fire.
more than I hate my trolls.
Really
Right.
scared sick.
Right.
We're focused on
Yes, talking about her G-spot.
her, which that's my focus.
Right? Yeah, true. For the convention, make sure to have a lot of fun. Make sure to have push her, have a lot of fun with her, right?
Yeah, the convention's not happening. I believe Christine has been banned.
Oh, I would hope.
Yeah, I believe the organizers of the convention have banned.
There's going to
Christine.
be. Should I go to the convention
probably
regardless?
should. Yeah, you probably should.
And fill in.
Yeah, why not?
Maybe it's brony time. I got to bro down with the bros.
Everyone liked the stream. If you just got here, we're playing a fun game where you can win fabulous prizes.
One of these three one of a kind colored Ben prototypes of the mini Bens. They're
Yeah.
very cute and sweet. The little BENPAI. This is the blue one, the green one, the yellow one. These are only one of a kind. They'll never be made like this again.
Right.
And we're gonna get everybody who does a $9.11 donation. Write them on a card, and at the end of the night, we're gonna pick 3 cards out of the stack. So
It's a jolly holiday.
the more you play, the less you're likely to win. Wait, no, the more you play, the more you're likely to win.
Oh shit!
But if only one person played, they would have probably got all 3 of the toys. But we're well into 3 now. So look at all these beautiful people that helped. Let's go through. Blitzo coming through. XPZ, DJ Fix Soul, Jennifer Robbins, BT Toast, more Blitzo coming through. Sniffs, yes. BT Toast coming through. Lord of Nurgle. Thank you guys for supporting so far.
There's another
Blitzo
one from
coming in
Blitzo.
again. Is
Blitzo
Blitzo going to
wants
get another
this.
queen? I'm writing that down, Young Blitz.
Should we let them choose the color they want?
I
Or
don't
should we
think
be like,
so.
this one's for the green
Yeah,
one?
we're going to do it like
Okay.
that. We're just going to
That's
be
a
like,
lot
this one's for
smarter.
the green, this one's for the blue, this one's for the yellow.
Because because now you're doing this for your mom. Yeah, make sure I'll be there.
Okay, like if your mom has dementia and she forgets you're her son, and
But what? So like, Christine would have been here in Washington. I'm guessing for like at least a weekend, maybe a whole week. Who's
Yeah.
taking care of Barb then?
There's probably other people around,
Well,
right?
I don't know. I'm not going to assume that, but I know that there's other kids. Like Barb had like another son that's like Christine's half brother.
Yeah, Christine has a half brother that had like a YouTube channel and was a movie reviewer.
Really?
Yeah.
hitting on you, you have to patiently remind her that, hey, I'm your son. That's a no bueno. That's what most sane people would do. But
Look, if your demented mother forgets you're her son and she's trying to get at you, you got to tell her, no bueno, I'm your kid, ma. I don't think that the mom really made the first move based on what Christine was saying. Christine, everything else Christine said around, I had her make the first move, kind of, sort of. It was very like trying to take back what had happened and put some blame on the mom. And then it was, she didn't know where she was at, or like she was confused. She was confused, I think was the word.
this asshole, like fuck Chris Chan. Like, who the fuck is Chris Chan? This fucking sick asshole who fucked his 80-year-old mom who has dementia. That's who.
I mean, that's a very true statement.
He is. Fucking call him a nasty ass motherfucker, and that's legitimate. Like Like, what the fuck, YouTube? I can't, dude.
Is Copes Pecker about
Just
to
when
peek
you're
out of
like,
those shorts?
I hope not.
Please, Lucifer, can society take a break from being stupid and disgusting for one bloody fucking day? No.
Society. Okay. I wouldn't really equivocate Chris Chan with society.
Not enough fucking beer to comprehend this shit. Well, what the fuck makes people do this crap, YouTube? Like, even if it was your stepmom, still no. The answer is no. 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 Fucking disgusting, dude, this motherfucker. It's a quote Cleveland Brown from Family Guy. No, 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 no. Damn. Oh, that's nasty. That's pretty fucking disgusting.
I'd like to dance with her too, and then you guys can take like the slow dance or whatever. And all the other.
Like, okay, if you're dancing with if you're having a slow dance with your mom, that's one thing. But like, it shouldn't cross that line, dude. Jesus
Lone Wolf.
fucking Christ.
I'm gonna write Lone Wolf's name down.
See, now, one thing is, if someone's paying with a different currency other than dollars, it
Yeah.
can make it weird.
I'm confused what's going on.
Yeah,
Because that was a 10. Lone Wolf, type in the chat. Are you trying to get a card or are you just giving a tenner? It's got to be 9.11. Give me 12. I don't know what that means because we're not writing 12s down. We're not doing the game. We're just writing people's names down on the card to win a little toy as a thank you bonus.
Yeah.
For doing a $9.11 donation that has nothing else to do with anything. It just happens to be the 911th episode of the show. That's all.
That is the very, very disturbing part. You're not going to believe this part.
Because I know there's a lot of societal pressure on you about like the thing with Barbara. There's a lot of societal pressure and a lot of people.
Dude, Barbara, you have my sympathy and my respect. Okay, I hope you can get put into a situation where you're cared for, you know what I'm saying? And you get the help you need for your dementia. And you know what? Your son's a sick fucking asshole who needs more help than you do. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. The only time you should be a motherfucker if she's the mother of your own children. That's different.
Oh, you know, consciously who would judge, and you know, there's a lot of eyes on you. It must be very stressful.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I can imagine. I'm so sorry about all that stuff. Yeah.
Who the fuck, dude? Who the fuck fucks their own mother? That's fucking disgusting. You couldn't find a nice girl or guy, whatever you're into.
No, they couldn't. They are irredeemable to any potential partner.
If your mom is young and hot and free of mind, and you and her have an attraction towards each other.
Well, attractions are part of human psychology, like especially Oedipal urges.
Yeah.
A son
Yeah.
being attracted to their mother is
Yeah.
a normal part of human psychology.
If you're sound body and mind and you're mother and son and you have sex, you're gross.
I think, yeah.
You're nasty.
Actually doing it is another
If
thing.
everybody is
Having
of
the desire
age-
is normal.
There's like if you weren't groomed, things like that. There's so many caveats to add on to the statement. It's still nasty.
Yeah.
But this is predatory and illegal. It's illegal. I
Your
think.
own age,
I hope.
you know what I'm saying? No, it's the truth. Even though 18 is legal, I prefer chicks who are born women who are 21 and up. You feel me, YouTube? Old enough to smoke and drink, old enough to poke and sink in the pink.
Oh my God, Cobes!
Oh, that's so vile.
I like how he can go from denigrating somebody for being complete disgusting pervert, and then go and be a different type of pervert, like the cute happy pervert in the same sentence, right?
Yeah.
Like there's like a certain level of, I don't know, break in between you should have before you go into your shtick of like, you know, in the pink and the stink. Like you're just talking about Jan Mom. No.
I didn't even think that. I knew that you.
Hey, you know what a hillbilly's favorite bread for their sandwich is? I heard it was inbred.
Wow, he has the worst jokes, and then he does that fake laugh.
No.
Pressure positively, but I'll make the first move.
God, no.
Oh, here's a better thought. We lock Chris Chan up in a mental asylum in a nice, quiet, padded mattress room.
I don't think they do the padded mattress room thing unless they're like a harm to themselves, like they're running into walls and shit.
Yeah. What'll probably happen is they'll put Chris Chan in a room with a bunch of paper, and we'll get some of the greatest episodes of Sonichu of all time.
There's crazy prison. There's prison for like crazy people.
There's fucking sick ass Scream.
Do you think Christine would go to women's prison?
I
Order
have
is
no
coming with
idea.
little.
I don't know what the laws in their state
KO booty darts.
are on
Knock
that.
his ass out. Put him in a straitjacket because this dude's fucking crazy. Who the fuck? You two. Not trying to like add to that social stigma of being in the nut house, but this guy definitely belongs somewhere. Like this dude should be charged for raping his mom. Like
it might happen.
I'm glad people cancel cultured Chris Chan because this guy's a fucking sick ass.
I'm glad he got cancel cultured.
I'm glad he got cancel cultured. This is not even cancel culture. Like this
is like legal culture.
This is you did something that is socially damning, illegal, disgusting. Like there's not a lot of morals that are kind of universal. This is kind of universally immoral.
Yes.
You're going to find a small amount of people on the world that are going to be like, whatever.
I've seen trolls doing that, and people get so triggered by it.
I bet, yeah.
If you wanna troll someone, go onto Twitter and act like you think this is all okay and not a big deal, and people will give you the reaction a troll would want. I've seen it so many times. I'm like, how do they not know this person is trolling them and just trying to get them to freak out?
Christ.
When someone is in that sort of position. But I said we weren't going to try to jump to the conclusion, right? We're going to try to understand. Perhaps sometimes.
Oh no! Is he mixing beer with Arizona iced tea?
Some folks out there feel so lonely. They feel so unfulfilled. They've got desires, right? Like my friend Fleece once said.
I wonder what happens if you took Cobes to like a really expensive steakhouse.
He'd crush up Doritos and put it on top of the
He just
steak.
pulls out a crushed up bag of Doritos from his pocket.
Yep. I gotta food hack this.
I want to do it. I want to take him to like an expensive steakhouse and just see how he reacts.
Take him to John Howie Steak.
Seriously, drop like $600 on a banging meal and see how much he messes it up or how unhappy he is eating it. Like that would be so nuts.
I don't give a fuck, dude. If you get lonely and you're up in them hills, you know what I'm saying? Incest is gross. Get a fucking sex doll, dude. A fucking pocket pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Have your cousin, you know, you may have your, in this case.
Yeah, if it's your third or fourth cousin, then it's not so bad.
Yeah, I mean, like you're barely related at that point. I don't even think that's illegal anymore.
Yeah, I don't even think first cousins are illegal. But
In some states they are, and
Really?
in some states they're not.
Because Giuliani was married to his first cousin, right?
Yeah, I mean, there have been like Queen Victoria. I mean, this was a long time ago, but Queen Victoria and her husband Prince Albert were first cousins. That's because the royals were so inbred.
How do you make a royal hot dog? Slide your buns in bread. No, slide your wiener in bread buns.
Let's see.
Giuliani's first wife was his second cousin. Okay, not first
second cousin.
Yeah. Who was the daughter of his father's first cousin?
So here's the breakdown of cousin marriage. So the blue state's first cousin marriage is legal.
Oh wow.
Like totally legal.
Allowed with requirements.
Yeah.
California's legal. I wonder.
Banned with exceptions.
Statute bans marriage and a criminal offense.
Yeah, so like in Texas and Nevada, Oklahoma, North and South Dakota.
So
it's a full-on criminal offense.
A criminal offense to marry your cousin?
Well,
or
I mean,
to be
it's
with your
assumed
cousin.
that you're banging your cousin, right?
Yeah. But it's because this one says first cousin marriage. So I assume the criminal offense is just banging them, and it's like, if you marry your cousin and we find out, you're going to jail. But like the red states are like, you can't marry your cousin, but if we find out, you beat us, you win.
It's a gray area. You're technically not directly related.
Albert Einstein was married to his first cousin.
Your second or first cousin. You're a sick motherfucker.
I mean,
dude.
FDR and Eleanor Roosevelt were second cousins.
Yeah.
So we've had an inbred president and first lady.
See, because Morton Dave says Albert Einstein was married to his first cousin, and he was super intelligent. Imagine how smart he would have been if he would have married his sister.
Oh, fuck me. That drink combo's good. Fucking Arizona mango tea and some beer.
Incestuous president.
I don't give a fuck how hot your mom is. That's just, no, dude. That's fucking disgusting. You know, I don't care if I want to...
Her level of hotness has nothing to do with this. This is like... That's not... Like, that has nothing to do with this.
If she was super hot and old enough to consent... Or, I mean, present-minded enough to consent, not old enough.
Yeah, that's the problem.
If we're present-minded consent, it would still be gross and probably illegal.
Yeah.
Alcohol on stream. I may need to consume the second can to just cope.
I think the real elder abuse is telling her she can have sex with who she wants.
My eyes and my ears. I'm
I
like,
saw Ben drinking. I had to go for it.
You say things like, you love your mom. That's perfectly natural. But going this far with it, yeah, no.
Yeah, that's a big nope, Cobes. You're right.
Nope. There's the intoxicating dopamine release that alcohol brings.
Oh, you think?
Heck, walking down to the post office, get them wands in the mail.
See, people like King Cobra make me feel like way less of an alcoholic.
Why?
Because he drinks way more than me.
But he cuts it with tea, so it's less.
He drinks way more than me, and that's probably why he aged 30 years in the last 10 years.
Maybe.
A couple fans stopped and they gave me a ride to the post office. And then they took a photo. They're just like, yes. A lot of people really like King Cobra JFS, and you have no idea.
You mean you? Why don't you just say a lot of people like me? He's speaking third person now.
I appreciate that support.
Everyone like the stream if you haven't already.
That loyalty that people have towards me and my videos. It's what gets me up in the morning, to be honest. I could be out of alcohol and tobacco. But
So I wouldn't mix Arizona iced tea and beer, but I mix lemonade and beer together, make like a shandy. I've done
That's
that before.
not that bad.
Yeah. I'll do like lemonade and beer, or I'll do grapefruit juice and beer.
Yeah, the orange
Like
juice
a
and beer is a
Radler.
brass monkey, right?
I think so.
That's what they call it on the Beastie Boys album.
it doesn't matter because true fan support. I could be depressed as all hell. Like, I don't want to get up. But then I think to myself, dude, you got fans. Get the fuck up and quit being a pussy about it. But, yeah, Chris Chan, dude, you're a nasty-ass motherfucker. Like, okay, if you have a kink for elderly people, that's fine.
No, they don't. And that's not, I mean, that's, no. They just... They're being predatory. They took advantage of someone who can't say no to them.
Cobes isn't saying that it's okay for if Chris Chan had a kink.
Christian doesn't though.
Yeah, he's saying if you have a kink for elderly in general, then whatever, that's your thing.
People have
He's
that,
not.
sure.
He's not saying that you can't have a kink for elderly people. He's saying what happened here is unforgivable for other reasons.
It's a bit weird. But as long as they ain't your own relatives and you're respectful and you treat them right, you know what I'm saying? And I'll, you know what I'm saying? I'll keep watching Chatterbait until I get a girlfriend. I don't care. I'm waiting patiently.
Keeping them in business.
But
Huh?
meantime, I see shit like this and I'm just like, nah. Like that one dude on Brickleberry who's into old women. It's just like, hey man, that's your kink. No judgment here. Just respect the dead and don't rape anybody. That's all I'm saying. Respect the dead. Respect animals.
Respect the dead. Like there's this epidemic of necrophilia out there.
Children.
I think there might be.
And respect your elders. That's not too much to ask for.
I don't know what the numbers
Don't
are
fuck dead bodies.
because I've
Don't
never bothered
fuck
looking into it, but I've heard way too many
children.
stories
Don't fuck,
about
you know what I'm saying? Animals.
morgues and.
You've heard a
And
lot
like-
of things.
I mean, there's definitely
no-brainer,
precedents
dude. No
out there.
bestiality,
I think
no
it's more than we think about.
Yeah, no incest.
Maybe it's just enough of what you think about.
And no
I barely think about it, so I know it's
fuck
more than I
child,
think about
fuck
from what I've heard.
Dude, this is fucking disgusting. I don't even want to think about it, dude. No. Fuck bestiality, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's no brainer. Don't fuck dead body. You know what I'm saying? Don't fuck the dead. Don't fuck children. Don't fuck your own family, and don't fuck animals. How hard is that to understand?
Oh, God dang it, dude. It hurts my soul.
It hurts my soul.
Yeah, this is quite a bit longer. We can move on to something else. Oh, you'll be surprised to see who got arrested.
Who got
And so Nathan has made quite a name for himself within
good.
the independent Baptist world. And he was arrested on July 19th of 2021. You can see his mugshot here up in the corner. And it said on the original arrest thing that I saw, it said he was arrested for domestic assault. Now, granted, domestic assault is a very, very broad term. This is specifically what it's described as according to the Florida statutes where he resides. So a assault is defined as an intentional.
This guy is one of the hosts of the Fundamental Thunder podcast.
He
and
hit
they're
his
all-
wife?
According
unlawful
to this.
threat by word or act to do violence to the person.
No, it's not Kalo.
Of another, coupled
Kalo,
with an apparent
Dano.
ability to do so, and doing some act which creates a well-founded fear in such other person that such violence is imminent. Whoever commits an assault shall be guilty of a misdemeanor of the second degree, punishable as provided in section 775.082 or section 775.083. So that is how they define an assault in Florida. But the public police report kind of gives us clarity as to what exactly happened. So in the report, it says that the victim stated to the officer that following...
Someone please call 911. It's for being episode 911. There sure are a lot of 911 criminal cases coming out with our with people we watch on this show. We got Christine. We have this chud. This. I wish we had a video of his to play so those who aren't off the top familiar with this dickhead. He always wears the stupid suspenders and sits with who I think is his dad, and they complain about, I don't know, the matriarchy and every other stupid thing, like it's designed just to tear down their Christian faith.
A verbal argument with the defendant began running towards them and attempted to grab them while carrying the child they have in common. The victim screamed for help while in the stairwell of the apartment complex they reside in and were cornered by the defendant. While being cornered by the defendant and unable to move and holding their 2-year-old child, the victim believed the defendant was going to attack them, creating a well-founded fear. The incident was observed by an independent witness who contacted 911, and their statements were consistent with the victims. In a non-custodial interview with the defendant stated that they were at the location to pick up their child as part of a shared custody agreement. After taking custody of...
Shared custody? So this is the mother of your child with a 2-year-old child? Was that it? And you guys aren't together anymore? No wonder you're mad at women for having the choice to leave. Because she chose to leave because you're a horrible man. You're not worth staying with. And that's why you cling so tightly to your stupid Bible. Because you know, you might be able to get a woman, but you'll never be able to keep one, you fat chud loser.
The child, a verbal argument occurred, and the victim began yelling for help in order to get them in trouble with the law. The victim and defendant have been married for around 6 years and are currently going through the separation process and have a child in common. Due to the victim and independent witness statements being consistent and the victim stating a well-founded fear was established, the defendant was going to cause physical harm. Probable cause for domestic assault was established. The defendant was transported to the District 1 headquarters and handed over to G4S Transport Services without incident.
So this gigantic gelatinous shit stain didn't actually hit his wife who's breaking up with him, but he used intimidation and fear and propped himself up as if he was going to assault her.
No.
And that counts as a domestic abuse. That's an assault charge
Yeah.
because you're...
There doesn't have to be battery for assault.
It's like brandishing a gun without using it. You're creating the idea of a fear and attacking. Yeah, you big fat chud loser. Garbage human.
Nathan, after I posted this information over on Twitter, Nathan made a statement that said, I asked for prayers for my wife who struggles with mental health, also for my sabbatical from public ministry to heal my family. We ask all professing Christians to bind their tongues and keyboards and give us space to heal. Failure to do so will result in legal.
Yeah, you're not a real Christian if you don't criticize this guy.
Look, y'all, my wife struggles with mental health.
She cray.
She cry.
Legal action and future legal action. Sorry. And so when we're looking at this story, we've got a situation where obviously there was a witness. There was 2 witnesses in this exact case, which is rare in many of these situations. So that's good. We have 2 witnesses to the situation. Nathan made no statement about this. Apparently they've been going through a separation process for some time, which is startling to me since he's an IMB pastor, and that's not okay for independent Baptist pastors in their belief system to be divorced or going through a divorce. And he posted a sermon to his church Facebook account, which is now inactive, 20 hours ago. And so when you read his statement where he says to bind the tongues, keyboards, give us space to heal, and he's taking a sabbatical from public ministry, his wife is having mental health issues, which is a very common tactic used in a lot of these cases where the woman's mental health is brought up or the victim's mental health is brought up. He didn't feel prompted to make this statement until today, the 29th. The arrest happened on July 19th. So over the last 10 days, there's been no need for a statement, no concern for wife's mental health, no stepping down from ministry, no taking a sabbatical to heal the family. It was literally in the moments after I posted the information about this happening that he felt prompted to make a statement and step down from his ministry to...
Wow, you ruined him.
Good.
Quote, heal his family.
Prick.
We got a lot of stuff in the playlist here that we'll get to in a minute.
I like how he's like blaming his wife's struggle with mental health here, not taking any of the blame, obviously, because he's the big minister man. He wants to try and keep all of his followers aligned. But there's a second witness. Like you can't. It's not your story versus hers, like most of these are. You got somebody testifying against you, saying you were the problem. An independent secondary witness. It's pretty bad, dude.
Here's our buddy. We haven't seen him in a while. Wild Bill for America. He always has that smirk on his face.
Well, it's 2021 and the USA has not had a president for 7 months. A nameless, faceless mob is running Washington, D.C., and they are hell-bent on turning the USA into a totalitarian communist state. The virus has been there.
We are so far away from communism. I don't know how anyone can say this shit. Communism is like complete state ownership. There'd be literally no private property or private business at all. We are not even close to that.
Excuse to trample constitutional freedom into the ground. The left, in the name of the Democrat Party.
No, the Constitution lies out how our election process worked, and your side was trying to run that into the ground.
Have declared war on American citizens, and because so many Americans have refused to submit to the needle, they're now going to send people to bang on your door. Well, As a 20-year law enforcement officer, I have some suggestions.
Where were you a law enforcement officer?
Number 1,
20 years.
Do not open your door or communicate in any way. That is, no doubt, the best way. But personally,
I agree. If you're not vaccinated, stay the fuck home. Don't go anywhere.
I wonder if he was like a bounty hunter or something.
That's not law enforcement.
I think they work under law enforcement, right?
I mean, they get paid by, like, their job is to bring people into law enforcement.
I think we the people.
They're like, they're not enforcing laws. They're just like catching people that the police want.
I thought it was under the umbrella of law enforcement. Maybe
People
I'm wrong.
have been way too
I mean, they
tolerant
work
of the
with
left,
law enforcement. They get hired by law enforcement to catch people that I guess the police don't feel like catching. I knew a guy who didn't show up for court, and a bounty hunter came to his house and like shot a tear gas canister through his front door.
Our country down the Nazi pathway. This is what I would do. You do not have to give them any information or engage in dialogue. Say to them loud and clear, "You're trespassing, get off my property." If they try to engage you in their scripted dialogue, say it again. "You're trespassing, get off my property." And if they make it say it a third.
Yeah, they are hired by the bond company.
Yeah.
When someone's out on bond and they didn't pay their bond
time, tell them they've got 60 seconds to get off your property.
I don't agree with cash bail. I think it's fucked up that rich people get out of jail, but people who don't have money have to stay in.
Tick, tick,
It's another scam, right?
And then you call
you either stay in or you, because if you're rich, you can pay for your bail and then get it all back, right? If you have all the money to put down.
Yeah.
But if you have to go through a bail bondsman, usually put up collateral or you put up 1/10. And the 1/10 that you put up to the bail bondsman, they keep the 1/10. So you're out 1/10 of whatever bail was.
Right.
And rich people can just put up everything because they know they're going to go to court, and they actually don't have to pay anything. It's really a fucked system.
Or sheriff's department, they will arrest the trespassers and take them to the station, where they will no doubt be released with a misdemeanor summons.
What?
Now, if your law
What a
enforcement
weird
officers
fantasy
are the
Wild Bill has in his
pansy
head.
face mask wearing types, they may be reluctant to press charges. Demand it. You have that right. The trespassers committed a criminal violation against you, and you have the right to insist on charges being pressed. The officers will be mandated to at least issue summonses to the trespassers and set a court date. If the police refuse, then call their supervisor, and if you still can't get satisfaction...
People are coming to your front door to vaccinate you. You call the cops on them and press charges for trespassing. What kind of weird fantasy world is this?
File an internal affairs complaint against the officers, and then go directly to...
You're a Karen.
...your local prosecutor's office. They can issue a criminal summons also. Now, if you have like-minded neighbors, you might consider pooling your resources to hire a pit bull attorney and file an appropriate lawsuit. Sometimes that is the only way to get results.
That's worked out. You investing?
Bats did work out, by the way.
They got bigger?
I mean, they were huge several months ago, around the time I cashed out a bunch of them.
Nice.
But they're still more valuable than they were a year ago. So, by the way, if you guys have any bats from your Brave browser, feel free to send them over. We could use all you got out there. XRP's back up close to $1.
Oh, really?
I think it was like 70, 80 cents.
That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah. Bitcoin went back up. Let's see.
Yeah, Bitcoin's up to like 40, was it 4,300 last I looked at it? Or 43,000, I mean?
Yeah, let's see where it is right now.
Putting down Ace Pimpernel on 3 cards.
Wow.
And it's
the competition is heating up.
It's going in. It's going in.
Man, my wallet is loading very slowly.
I think I spelled Pimpernel wrong.
Bitcoin is up to $41,712 a coin. XRP is at 76 cents. Ethereum $2,571. I remember when Ethereum was only like $400. Bats are up 11% today. They're at almost at 70 cents. So that's good. So bats are going back up. Stellar Lumens, 29 cents. I have a bunch of this shit. This is like all the stuff I have. Chainlink, Compound, Band Protocol, Maker, Filecoin, Clio. Some I just get for free, like they're given to me. Dogecoin's still low, 21 cents. I don't know if we'll ever see that go back up.
But just think about all the people that got in when it was half a penny at the beginning of the year.
Oh, yeah, when it's worth, absolutely.
And when I say the USA is going down the Nazi pathway, I'm not kidding and I'm not exaggerating. CNN is saying, make life hell for people who are unvaccinated. And the FBI is calling for people to report their friends, family, and neighbors that they suspect of what they call extremist ideology. What that means is they want to identify and deal with anyone
the bugs are swarming
who
around
stands with
Wild
Donald
Bill.
Trump and might vote for him in the future. They want
look, if you think that somebody in your family is going to go do something crazy like break into the Capitol building because they believe that, you know, Donald Trump's election was stolen from him, and they're on this crazy path because they've been fed a series of lies to rabble rouse them, maybe call it in before it gets that far. Save them the trouble of having to go to court for breaking the law over effectively being stirred up into a whirlwind of shit.
make a list of people who may not submit to gun confiscation or forced vaccines. They want to know which parents might fight back when the left take their children for failure to indoctrinate them into LGBT and communist ideology.
Look, you can either get your kids a damn vaccine, or we're going to take them and turn them gay like we did the frogs.
He doesn't even know what communism is. He thinks socialism and communism are the same thing.
He's just using boogeyman words.
Right. Right. Because, you know, up until the early 90s, communism, because the Soviet Union existed, was like a scary thing. So that's why they still use it.
They said, the government wants to take your guns because they want to be free to hurt you if you don't comply. And another person said, the government wants to ban guns because they're planning to do things that they know that Americans
There's nothing in place. Like right now, the Democrats have the presidency, the House, and the Senate. If they wanted to limit guns, they'd be trying to do it right now. What's the name of the bill that they're trying to pass to limit gun usage and ownership?
Some people think they only want to take the guns away so that because they're going to do something that's going to make us have to use them to defend ourselves.
They've been saying this forever.
The government's got enough stuff that they don't care about your guns if they're coming for you. They don't care about your guns.
Right.
Shoot them for. These are perilous times in the USA. Americans must find their voices and their courage. Our country's...
Yeah, like if Wild Bill was trying to go 1776 and like, you know, become like start a revolution, the government could just send like drones to blow up wherever the insurgency is.
I wonder which of like the big companies, Google, Apple, Amazon, all these big tech media companies, wonder who has like the best kill switch against the government. Let's say they just release a bunch of propaganda one day and tear apart America because they have like optics that can destroy America. Like you got to think they have some sort of contingency plan, right?
I don't know.
These are countries of their own.
I would think they don't have enough influence to make that happen.
I mean, they have some big influence though.
At the tipping point. Make sure it tips in the right direction. This is Wild Bill for America. Thank you for watching.
Maybe Google.
And America, bless God again.
All the information these companies have, like they know how people react to things. They know how to get your attention for like literally like advertisements. You know, they know how to get you to buy a goddamn a scrunchie or whatever the hell it is you want to buy.
That's
whatever
a
you're into.
long stretch from that to an armed revolution.
I'm not armed. Like there's got to be like an
unarmed revolution. Even
Yes.
better. That won't last very
a
long.
contingency plan. Are they already doing it? Is that why we're voting liberal? Because they're They're sneaking into our minds. These are just some of my
We're
cool
not
conspiracy
voting liberal.
ideas. Yeah, I didn't vote.
Here's BT Toast again.
Young Toaster getting another card. Let's see what Toaster's got on the stack. Ooh. Let's get it.
Wild Bill Chan for America. And
Not a
he's
big fan of Wild Bill.
Now
Not
that
a
he's
big fan at all.
Now that he's writing that, we're going to go on to oddities. Here comes.
Clee disappear. Clee disappear. Clee disappear. Clee disappear.
All right, everyone, please like the stream if you haven't already. I guess we should read some Streamlabs, the ones that weren't just contest entries.
Really quick, a lot of people who were wondering if episode 911 was going to be like a very special episode. These are all special episodes, okay? You might even say that we didn't want to let certain things fly for this episode. You can call this episode plain, maybe even too plain. But we're not going to play into it, okay? We're just going to have a good time. Let's read these Streamlabs. Let's read these damn Streamlabs. Let's read these Streamlabs. BT Toast. This is my tip in the right direction. Blitzo with the big down 911. 900. Shit. Ace Pimpernel. That's worked out. You investing? Yeah. Dwight Langston said, do you think Chris watched too much hentai? I think whatever Chris did, anything that kept Chris's attention away from some of the worst stuff Chris did was probably good for them. I don't know if any of this warped their mind more than anything else would have. They were just twisted. B-Ball Julian, LOL at Cobb's Calling Society. Stupid and disgusting. Hey, Pot, meet Kettle. JK, I love Cobb's. But let me get 2 cards in. I don't know how to pay 9.11. Please. B-Ball Julian, you got to do Streamlabs. We don't do this other thing, dude. Lone Wolf, give me 12, Billy. I gave you 12. I don't know what that means, but I gave you 12. Blitzo with a 9-1-1. XPZ says, LOL, dude saying banging your parents is normal in Dixie. Cobus doesn't really know much about Dixie, but what he does know is that people bang their parents on the norm there. Blitzo, know what I'm saying? We know what you're saying, Chomsky. B-Ball Julian, when I was an alcoholic, I'd let the bubbles leave the beer so I could drink more quickly.
That's gross.
Probably what Cobes is doing. Interesting.
I think Cobes just has no standards.
Maybe.
When it comes to food and drink.
And women. XPZ 2014 says 7 of them was a part-time job. True. DJ Fixo said poop. And I think we got more donos, but they're not all there. We do have B-Ball Julian. CWC may be a mother, but Monty, mother effer, but Monty fucked both of his parents.
Yeah.
Wow.
We have an admission.
Jennifer Robbins got in there. Dwight Langston said, do you think 911 changed everything? I do. I was supposed to be on that flight, you know. Good thing I had no money to be on a ticket. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. B-Ball Julian, when I was in South Africa, monkeys would steal people's wine glasses.
That's hilarious.
But the opium parrots are the best. The opium parrots sound cool. You should look up the opium addicted parrots in India. Way better than the Australian garbage parrots.
Heroin addict parrots.
Happy 911 with them thangs. Thank you, B-Ball Julian. Brett Keane did episode 911, Mass Morador Pills. That's all we have on the list here. I don't know what else was coming through, but thank you guys for all the support tonight. We're 70% of the way to our goal, and every $9.11 dono is going to get your name written on one of these playing cards, and we'll pick 3 cards out of the stack, and with these one-of-a-kind color prototype mini band figures for 1, 2, 3 of them. So 3 people on this list will get these one-of-a-kinds. Every $9.11 donation or denomination of $9.11 in a back of a donation, so like $27.33, we'll get you 1 card for each amount of 9.11, whatever. I can't say words. I'm really over it.
Here's Gucci's hitting on King Cobra on the phone.
Oh,
She
yeah.
Hello? Hi, it's Gucci's.
Put him on
Why
speaker.
is there a wet patch where you slept, Gucci's?
Put him on speaker. I want to hear it.
It is on speaker.
That's in speaker?
He wants to talk to you. Hi, this is my friend.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Doing bitchin', man. How you doing?
Pretty good, dude. It's an honor. It's an honor to be talking to you, man. You kill it. You kill it. You're a fucking IRL
He's
celebrity.
legendary.
He is fucking legendary. There you go.
Yeah.
You gotta come visit us on the RV, man. Spend a week in here or a week or however you want.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. All right, Gucci's. There you go. Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Are you okay?
Dirty.
Look at her fucking feet.
Dirty foot, man. It's got to be. She's walking around barefoot, tracking that in the RV, tracking it on the bed. They're sleeping with no sheets. Who is that? Is that Baked Alaska on the bed?
It
Do we
might
know?
be. It might
we know
be.
who that cracker is on the bed?
It might be.
Can I come visit you in Wyoming? Yeah, sure. For real? Yeah, man. Cool.
There you go.
She's gonna end the streak.
Cool. We're gonna hang out. Do you wanna? Oh my God. Do you wanna have a good night? I can't have a good night with you.
Whoa.
Question. Mama JF or Gucci's? Oh.
Okay. Do you actually like Lucifer?
Yeah, me and Lucifer are brothers, dude.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, we're brothers in the same class.
Do you like little Nicky?
Cobes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He talks like he got hit in the face by a shovel.
Damn, man. Little Nicky's hilarious. Fade at the side.
It's Captain Content.
I did Gucci.
Wait, can you show
Yeah,
me your
Captain
magic
Content's
tricks
hilarious.
With your special wand?
Yeah, magic doesn't work like it does in Harry Potter, unfortunately, but yeah, so I can show him.
The magic doesn't work like it does in Harry Potter, unfortunately, but I can show you. I can show you how the wands work. Unfortunately, though, it won't be like a Harry Potter experience. Cobes really just said that. That's so. I want Cobes to have such a good time.
With Gucci's?
Yes, with Gucci's. I want Cobes to have the best time.
And then he's gonna. Do you think he'll catch anything?
I mean,
a good time?
Could it go either way?
I got my own magic.
Whoa, can I see it?
Gucci's, for Christ's sake, wash your feet.
No.
And do your jam.
I want to take a shower.
Okay, let's
I
get
want to
up,
take
sweetie,
a
and we'll go.
shower.
He just said I'll shower with you.
My guy Cobes.
I don't know who this guy is.
This guy's like flirting with me. Are you flirting?
I think he just wants to like.
It's not Baked Alaska.
Damn.
Yeah.
My man's got game.
He's got game. Okay, bye.
Yep.
Those guys never came back.
No, did they slash the tires?
Did they slash the tires? Oh God. Yeah. This is good times. Good times. I hope. Are they? Do you think they're going to go to Wyoming, or do you think they're just?
I don't know. Maybe they will.
That'll be great. Dirty.
What up, YouTube?
Dirty
Chilling out like a rock star villain.
Is he okay?
It's your favorite bad boy.
I think this is a
King
little
Cobra
older.
JFS.
He's wasted.
Smoking a cigar. This is from the Psycho series. You saw that in my last live stream. That's a good cigar, dude. Not too rich, not too heavy.
Hey.
The cigars come in various
Cigars like me.
strengths. That's just how it is.
Not too rich, not too heavy.
And I'm fairly new to the cigar connoisseur type world.
I think you're probably still not in it.
Yeah, CBD, kratom, alcohol. That makes sense.
What?
This seems like him on kratom or alcohol and
So
CBD,
sometimes
like
I'll
some
pick
sort
out
of
a
opiate.
cigar and be like, holy shit,
Downer.
that's strong as fuck.
He inhales.
And then
What's
I
he
go to
inhale?
Smoke another cigar and be like,
Is he
that's pretty
sniffing glue? What's he inhaling? Is he huffing?
cigarette. Or
oh,
a
inhales
cigar.
the cigar. Okay.
mild and
Oh.
decent. Not complaining either way, but the cigar is pretty decent. It's not fucking my lungs up, and it's quite tasty. So check out the cigar series, Psycho Cigar series.
Psycho cigar looks like the Four Loko of cigars. Just like the
does,
brand
the
on
logo,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, inhaling cigars is not recommended, guys.
Took me a minute to finish. I got it lit. I got it properly cut. Not just chiefing on it and
Chief
having a
Keef
drink of
over
beer.
here with a Bud Light Platinum. Man, he is zonked. Wolven One says he's doing cough syrup enemas.
Bud Light Platinum and a Psycho cigar. We set for the Thursday evening. The flavor is definitely rich, to say the least.
Ranch?
Rich.
Oh.
I thought he said it wasn't too rich, though.
Yeah, he said not too rich, not too heavy.
Yeah.
But now he says the flavor is definitely rich. I thought he said ranch, like he got ranch flavoring.
Yeah.
Because that just reminds me of Cobes. He's
Thank
soaking
y'all
his
for
cigars in
watching this
Hidden Valley.
Cigar review. I would.
Whoa!
I heard he got that cigar from the Ram Ranch.
Everyone, please like the stream if you haven't already, too.
Like this stream. If you don't, we're going to be so sad.
Let's get to 200 or else we're going to cry.
Consuming alcohol to review a cigar, but that's pretty tasty. Catch you later.
Thank you for the quality cigar review, Cobes.
Thank you. I got one more of Cobes, and then we're going to move on to something else. This is King Cobra, not an alcoholic.
3 beers. Should we go for the 4th one, you two? Should we go for the limits? Should we go for the limit for this gender relations rant? Yes, I think we shall. I'm going to have one more beer, and I'm going to take my sweet-ass time sipping on it to show you folks that even though I love alcohol, I'm not an alcoholic. People want to talk all this shit, like Cobra drinks too much. Trust me, I've seen people who drink more than I do, YouTube. I haven't had alcohol in the last 2 to 3 days. So legitimately, you can suck my balls. And you know what? Fuck alcoholics. Dog, when you find a chick that's just so fucking hot, you can't stop thinking about her. And on top of that, she totally fucking shot your girlfriend or saying, hey, I don't appreciate you. You can expect some bullshit like
Several bad puns later.
I'm so sick and tired of hearing women and men complain about each other. It makes me want to pull my goddamn hair out.
Don't do that.
But I'm like making
Yeah, you
myself
don't have a lot left. It'll not be good.
bald. Ain't gonna do anything for me personally. So hey, make a video about it.
Make a video about it.
Last fucking beer for the fucking stream.
Didn't he already say that like 2 beers ago?
Yeah, I think he was mistaken. He lost count.
And 1 second, I gotta take a leak. I don't have to drink to stream, however, I do enjoy a good drink. And it makes me a bit more honest.
My guy turned himself into a water cooler.
I love this.
And I am when I'm sober. It's not an excuse to drink, to be honest. You know, if you're some emo dude who listens to My Chemical Romance, you're not gonna get along with a chick who listens to Justin Bieber. That's just the truth. When you're dating someone, you find out their kinks.
You're not going to get along with a chick that listens to Justin Bieber if you listen to hard
And
rock.
legitimately, there's nothing wrong with that.
He said like emo, like My Chemical Romance.
You too.
My Chem is like hard rock.
The dating side.
It's emo.
Right.
Oh my
It ain't gonna work, Slick.
It ain't going to work,
The
Slick.
truth. Yes.
How many last beers do you think
In
Coke's
my,
going to have?
Chilling out
less than
shorts. Enjoying the beautiful weather, yes. Cobra merch is sick. That's all that needs to be known. Like, let's say King Cobra's crushing on some hot of-age goth chick. And every dude in that goth chick's life sucks ass and he's the best option. Which do you think she's gonna go after?
What is he talking about?
YouTube is the truth.
The
You stop worrying about being original and just doing your thing and keeping women and children safe. That's more important than being original, to be honest. Working on songs and gender relations.
Gender relations.
That's how I do YouTube. But even though I love alcohol, I'm not.
Did he get another one? He did.
Yeah.
This is honestly the last beer I'm having for the night.
Okay, if he's honest, then I believe him. This will be the last one.
Pretty fucking delicious. I have had at least half a drink. Or more of a drink. I'll tell you what, you two, I'm tired of women and men getting judged because of the assholes.
Coming along nicely, Tubes. Another delivery. Pop up the... Oh, fuck. Floor fries. My guy's eating floor fries. That's Floor Dash. That's not DoorDash.
What the
Oh my
fuck?
God! You see him living La Vida Loca? He's eating those fries
Like
out
a
of.
trough.
He's drinking them out of the paper trough. How could you live that crazy life?
No, don't do it. What?
Oh, making a little side salad sandwich. Who needs the meat? Just eat the bread. With...
I hate his eating habits.
Oh, see, this is what he's doing. He's making
He's
a stacker, dude.
He can't just eat it the way it's.
Oh fuck! He dropped his second sandwich. Oh, this is a sloppy jalopy, dude.
He's eating it like an apple.
Floor Dash killing the game.
When's the last time you think he
floor food.
vacuumed? Like when do you last think he vacuumed?
I don't know. I hope he's got a vacuum right by the door. I'm hoping it's been pretty recent. Floor. Yeah, look at that sloppy
What?
jalopy.
He's eating it like an apple.
This one is fair to eat like an apple because it's too big.
It shouldn't exist. It's a fucking
It's too big to eat
abomination.
like a sandwich at that point. He's got what basically is a basketball in his hands.
Why?
He's eating a burger ball right now. My guy's a champion.
I don't want to.
Dude.
I don't want to. I'm done. I'm done.
You can't. How could you? This is.
I know this is like pornography.
This
to you.
just got good.
No.
This just
I'm
got
done with
good.
him.
This is like watching porn and turning it off before the
It's
money
porn
shot.
to you.
It's. I happen to know that I polled our audience, and 97% of our audience loves to watch Cobb munch.
You didn't.
I did. Yum Nom says, God, I love him. God, I love him. Oh, God. My guy was floor nomin.
He called me sir and got me so fuming angry.
People are discriminating against wolves.
Wow. They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
I hate his ass. What he does to food should be illegal.
What he does to food is not illegal.
It should be.
He is one of the people tonight that didn't break the law. Our big fat chud from the Developmental Thunder podcast, or whatever the hell it's called. Developmentally Disabled Thunder podcast. He broke the law. Christine Weston broke the law. Someone please call 911. A lot of criminal activity tonight, but Cobb's eating is not part of that criminal activity.
Insurrectionists were pouring.
This is one of the Capitol police officers testifying in front of the review board. The
wow.
January 6th review board.
More and more insurrectionists were pouring into the area by the speaker's lobby near the rotunda, and some wearing MAGA hats and shirts that said Trump 2020. I told them to just leave the Capitol, and in response they yelled, "No, man, this is our house. President Trump invited us here. We're here to stop the steal. Joe Biden is not the president. Nobody voted for Joe Biden."
I mean, that's...
I'm a law
Not
enforcement
true at all.
officer, and I do my best to keep politics out of my job. But in this circumstance, I responded, "Well, I voted for Joe Biden. Does my vote not count? Am I nobody?" That prompted a torrent of racial epithets. One woman in a pink MAGA shirt yelled,
"Pink
You hear
shirt."
that, guys? This nigger voted for Joe Biden." Then the crowd, perhaps around 20 people, joined in screaming, "Boo, fucking nigger." No one had ever called me a nigger while wearing the uniform of a Capitol police officer. In the days following the attempted insurrection, other black officers shared with me their own stories of racial abuse on January 6th.
Yeah, like these were some of the worst people, like, on earth. And Trump's like, "We love you, you're very special."
One officer told me he had never, and in his entire 40 years of life, been called a nigger to his face. And that streak ended on January 6th.
That's a good streak.
Yet another black officer later told me he had been confronted by insurrectionists in the Capitol who told him, "Put your gun down and we'll show you what kind of nigger you really are." I sat down on a bench in the rotunda with a friend of mine who was also a black Capitol police officer and told him about the racial slurs I endured. I became very emotional and began yelling, "How the blank could something like this happen? Is this America?" I began sobbing. Officers came over to console me.
Yeah. Here's a little more.
My body camera captured the violence of the crowd directed toward me during those very frightening moments. It's an
Hunter
important
Biden?
part of the record for this committee's
Kinda resembles
investigation
him.
and for the country's understanding of how I was assaulted and nearly killed as the mob attacked the Capitol that day. And I hope that everyone will be able to watch it. The portions of the video I've seen remain extremely painful for me to watch at times. But it is essential that everyone understands what really happened that tragic day. During those moments, I remember thinking there was a very good chance I would be torn apart or shot to death with my own weapon. I thought of my 4 daughters who might lose their dad. I remain grateful that no member of Congress had to go through the violent assault that I experienced that day. During the assault, I thought about using my firearm on my attackers, but I knew that if I did, I would be quickly overwhelmed. And that, in their minds, would provide them with the justification for killing me. So I had instead decided to appeal to any humanity they might have. I said as loud as I could manage, "I've got kids." Thankfully, some in the crowd stepped in and assisted me. Those few individuals protected me from a crowd and inched me toward the Capitol until my fellow officers could rescue me. I was carried back inside. What happened afterwards is much less vivid. I had been beaten unconscious and remained so for more than 4 minutes. I know that Jimmy helped to evacuate me from the building and drove me to MedStar Washington Hospital Center, despite suffering significant injuries himself. At the hospital, doctors told me that I had suffered a heart attack, and I was later diagnosed with a concussion, a traumatic brain injury, and post-traumatic stress disorder. As my physical injuries gradually subsided and the adrenaline that had stayed with me for weeks waned, I've been left with the psychological trauma and the emotional anxiety of having survived such a horrific event. And my children continue to deal with the trauma of nearly losing their dad that day.
There's so much video of a lot of the stuff that happened. So a lot of these people are probably, like, the perpetrators of this kind of stuff are going to go to jail.
Good. Everybody who contributed directly to this needs to be charged the harshest they can under what they committed. And, if you just happen to wander into the Capitol building, then you should be charged with just wandering in. But if you committed these crimes and pushed people's lives in danger like this, if you screamed obscenities at people while they were doing their job, whatever the biggest
what about
charge
Trump,
can be, get
who
it.
told them to go there?
I mean, if you can get, if there's proof that Trump held the Guard, the National Guard, out for as long as the Guard showed up.
What if the, like, that aside, what about him having a rally literally down the street and telling people that if they didn't go down there, they wouldn't have a country anymore?
I mean, what are the charges for that? Or is it incitement?
It would be incitement, in my opinion. I don't know. People can tell us what they think in the chat or in the comments if you're watching this later. That seems like incitement. He incited an angry mob to walk down the road, like a half mile down the road, and they told them to do something about it or they wouldn't have a country anymore.
What makes the struggle harder and more painful is to know so many of my fellow citizens, including so many of the people I put my life at risk to defend, are downplaying or outright denying what happened. I feel like I went to hell and back to protect them and the people in this room. But too many are now telling me that hell doesn't exist or that hell actually wasn't that bad. The indifference shown to my colleagues is disgraceful. My law enforcement career prepared me to cope with some of the aspects of this experience. Being an officer, you know your life is at risk whenever you walk out the door, even if you don't expect otherwise law-abiding citizens to take up arms.
Someone said, what was that? That was his "you can't handle the truth" moment.
Against you. But nothing, truly nothing, has prepared me to address those elected members of our government who continue to deny the events of that day. And in doing so, betray their oath of office.
Yeah, you know, you're talking to the Congress people here, like they're the ones on the board, and a lot of these people are saying it wasn't so bad, so bad, and he's saying, you know, it was. I'm eyewitness testimony.
It was the Republicans that put a lot of restrictions on what these hearings were actually even going to be.
Yeah,
because it makes them look bad.
It should. Yeah. It's time to look bad, and it's time to do better.
Here's Geraldo Rivera having a meltdown.
In terms of the mandatory vaccines, Jeff, I don't know any Jeffs. Greg, to say that the demonization of the unvaccinated, it's not appropriate. You have to understand that if you're unvaccinated, then you should at least get tested every week on your own or understand why you are banned from the VA, why you are banned from restaurants, why you are banned from other businesses and colleges increasingly, and they should be, because it's selfish. If you're unvaccinated and you're going around without being tested, you are an arrogant, selfish SOB.
You have proof of that? Do you have proof? You were asking for proof from Jesse. What's your proof that people are wandering around willy-nilly spreading the disease?
It's not a voluntary thing spreading it. Like, it's not like you have to like be like, all right, spread disease, activate. No, your very presence is what spreads it if you have it.
Sounds like you don't have any evidence.
No evidence that unvaccinated people. I have it. Here's you want evidence? 99% of the people sick in the hospitals in Los Angeles County of COVID were unvaccinated. How's that for proof?
No, you know what else is proof? What if people are immunocompromised and can't get the vaccine? Have you thought about that?
They are, and I cop to that. A tiny fraction of 1%.
More than that.
All right, Dagan.
A tiny. It says has a meltdown. That wasn't really a meltdown. He actually kind of owned him. Greg Gutfield is. He's a piece of shit.
Did it say Geraldo had a meltdown there?
Yeah.
Huh. That was pretty disingenuous. But I think if you want to believe, you believe whatever.
Oh, yeah, Geraldo had a meltdown. He had to admit that a 0.0% of people with immunocompromised can't even get it. So that means I'm not going to go out and get no vaccine. I'm going to cough and piss and shit on everybody because Geraldo was wrong. There's a small amount of people that can't have that vaccination.
For some reason, Geraldo moved to Cleveland.
Lord of Nurgle. Oh, he moved to Cleveland?
Yeah, he did. He lives
Weird.
there.
Lord of Nurgle said it's called felony murder. Every last single one of them should be charged with it. Hashtag not legal advice. Ohio.
Yeah. I gave you guys a drink.
Sticky says, I'm immunocompromised. That's exactly why my doctors wanted me to get vaccinated ASAP.
See this.
Vaccinated pre-pre.
This was several months ago.
Ohio.
No. Geraldo.
Ribera.
He'd probably run as a Republican. Let's see. Here's some more political shit.
As we showed you at the top, the House is divided over reimposing mask mandates. The move to mask up comes at the recommendation of the chamber's physician, who said that people are required to wear face coverings again inside the chamber, office buildings, and in committee meetings. Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy tweeted the return to masks is a decision, quote, conjured up by liberal government officials who want to continue to live in a perpetual...
Joe Scarborough. Joe Scarborough, the host of this show, Morning Joe, was a Republican, either senator or congressman. Now, there's no way he would, like, if he tried to get back into politics, he would not run as a Republican.
Pandemic state. He continued
MSNBC
that criticism on the
now.
House floor, to which Democratic Congressman Tim Ryan of Ohio responded.
Ohio!
You know, if you read the CDC recommendation, said you only should wear the mask for the hot spots. I'm sure the gentlemen on the other side know which states and which
this guy gets owned.
Cities are hot spots, because those are the facts. You could see the facts. You could read the facts. You could understand the facts. So what is Washington? The vaccination rate for the members of Congress is over 85%. And as of today, the transmission rate on the Capitol campus is less than 1%. Well, the facts would tell us this isn't a hot spot, so the CDC recommendation doesn't apply to us.
Look, the attending physician of the United States Capitol, the top doctor for Congress, asks us to put on masks when we come to a chamber with 435 people. I may not be from a hot spot. Speaker may not be from a hot spot. Speaker Pelosi may not be from a hot spot. Somebody in this chamber is coming from a hot spot. Somebody represents the hot spots. And they get in a plane and they fly here and they interact with all of us. I just find it absolutely immature and appalling to somehow diminish it to try to score cheap political points. And that's exactly what we saw a few minutes ago. That is beneath a minority leader of one of the major political parties in the United States of America, saying we should take no caution that someone from a hotspot is working in this chamber.
Ha! He said
could
hotspot.
potentially get someone
Owned again, Dems.
That's like Twitter rules. Like if you make a spelling mistake or a grammar error, that means you lost.
Infected that could go home.
And you can't edit tweets.
Can't
and it
edit
looks really
tweets.
bad when you have to delete a tweet.
I always delete my tweets when I post something really bad, just so people be like, "What are you? Some sort of murderer?" And I'm like,
Murderer?
yep.
Home to a sick parent or an immune compromised kid.
Oh, on the rope,
That is
stumbling.
beneath us.
It should
That
be
is
beneath,
beneath
you.
us.
It's wearing a mask.
It's
It's
so
so
reckless.
simple.
It's so reckless
I don't
and so
get
dumb.
why masks are like not more like easily done. It's such a small little thing to do.
Yeah, and it's weird because before the pandemic, I used to see a lot of Asian people wearing masks all the time in public if they were sick.
Yeah. There was a few
it
people
was a
wearing
normal
masks
thing.
when I went to New York City, and they were all Asian.
Yeah, it's way more common. I saw that even when I've never been to Asia, but I've been to like a city like London. They have a good amount of Asian people there. You'd see some of them wearing masks, and yeah, it was weird to me because like that wasn't common before this happened.
Of Kevin McCarthy. I wonder if, like Homer Simpson, after they cut the tape, if he tried to stick crayons up his nose. I mean, it's insane.
Yeah, I don't care what Joe has to say. Crayons up his nose.
Crayons. Cramming crayons up your nose. I wonder if these people wear condoms. No, they don't. They have 98.7 babies. Egghead Show. Always got to support my favorite show. Happy 911. Here's to many more from your pal forever, Midcard Eggy.
You know what, Egghead? You got to make the video. You got to make the classic content for Actual Mania. That's why you didn't come up on top. We used some of your TikTok videos instead.
Yeah, those were pretty weak sauce compared to the high octane egg.
Yeah, that's why you lost to Skippy.
Yeah, that's not fair. Skippy had fully produced sicko videos.
What else we got?
Oh, yeah.
We will not back down. We will not stop asking questions. We are looking for the truth. And we believe the truth can be found by reaching out and answering and asking the right questions to the right people. Listen, there's another thing. The taxpayers of this country pay all of these people's salaries, and they owe the people of this country the answers to the questions. Okay.
See, Matt Kate's running away.
Interrupting the press conference. We need to end it.
Thank you. For those of you that really care about due process, thank you.
Damn.
Wow, they derailed that so easily. All it took was a whistle that like a gym teacher would use.
Yeah. Damn. That was way too effective.
You know what though? The least effort with the highest effect was the Boo Ben Kanop thing.
Boo Ben Kanop.
Because he was just sitting on his porch, just going boo, liar, liar, boo.
They really picked the wrong driveway to have that press conference.
I know. It's crazy.
I've kind of been searching for the truth my whole life.
Hey.
And one time I just came across a video that was about Biden and Kamala Harris and Clinton and Obama. They are Satan worshipers, Satanists. They're Satan worshipers, 100%. And I couldn't wait to tell my family. And they just go, they just said, you're crazy. Trump's the worst.
You're crazy. You're crazy.
Sad, I cry all the time.
Wow.
So
she spends way too much time laying in a tanning bed.
This guy here interviewing, he's from Seattle.
Is he?
Yeah, he used to be a rapper here in Seattle, like a cringe rapper.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He wasn't that bad, but it was like a little cringy.
I didn't know that.
But he's He's wearing a Harley Davidson Psycho shirt right now. When he goes and does these things, he has different shirts that he'll switch out to get people to talk to him. Like if he's going to want to talk to like Trump-based people, he'll have more like Republican-sided shirts. Like, this is pretty neutral. Harley Davidson, though bikers who tend to be a little more conservative, you would think.
Remember the protests in Southern Ohio, the like biker gangs that showed up?
Yes,
because they heard a busload of BLM people were coming.
Yeah, this is the Channel 5 YouTuber.
But
All Gas No Brakes used to be his old channel.
Keep praying. That's all I do. I just keep praying and asking God to open their eyes. I have a beautiful family. They're just blind.
Which family member do you miss the most?
Probably my baby sister. I told her we're in a spiritual warfare. This is between good and evil, and she rolled her eyes.
What's her name?
Meg. We go and have wine together and lunch together, and it's gone.
It's because of you. You act like it's their problem, but it's literally you.
I could tell this woman has had a lot of wines.
You wish you had never stumbled upon.
Once you learn, you don't turn back. I know what God wants of us and what Jesus wants, and it's what Trump wants, and it's what...
I filmed her with the fire back there.
It's all rooted in like the wacko Christianity. That's where this all stems from. And them believing they know what God wants.
I think she has tiny wine bottles in her purse.
I would never turn back, no matter how many of my family I lose.
Well,
that means you're insane.
Oh my God. This is fantastic.
Where we go one, we go all. I don't even say the M word anymore, right?
What?
The M word. It's a dirty word. It's now I have my own words instead of the words that I know the algorithms are gonna shut me down.
Can you tell us what words you use for which we're not going to shut you down?
Mask, the face diaper, vaccine, the jokey pokey, and election fraud. The obvious fraud. See, people don't understand everything
So
that
clever.
we've learned from day
So
one
clever.
has been a lie. We never were on the moon. No, I don't think the Hitler situation is as bad as
The Hitler situation. Holocaust just didn't sound right.
They said it was either. That was the Rothschilds. That was the Rockefellers. Those are naughty words.
The Rockefellers were an oil family. John D. Rockefeller is, if you account for inflation, the richest person in the history of the world.
Social media. I got banned forever on Facebook.
You're watching Channel 5.
Channel 5.
After a...
All right.
Cute. Highly enjoyable content.
They, in fact, this Jew is electronically ghettoized. They have removed my voice from the community. I am endlessly being imprisoned in Zuckerberg's gulags. And
Oh my God, he's comparing Facebook to concentration camps.
Zuckerberg's gulags.
again, it serves exactly the same purpose as Stalin's gulags. Hey, woke people, wake up. It's pretty ridiculous to be outraged by a misgendered toy plastic potato. It's pretty ridiculous to be outraged by the shape of a syrup jar shaped in the design of a beloved black ant.
You talking about Mr. Potato Head and Aunt Jemima?
Mr. Potato Head and Aunt Jemima.
Who cares? Do you play with little kids' toys?
I mean, I do.
Do you care what the logo on your syrup looks like? I don't really care.
Ludicrous to be outraged by a drawing in a 70-year-old children's book of a hard-working Asian man that was
hard-working Asian man.
Somewhat cartoonish. Because you know what? You know why it was cartoonish? Because it was a cartoon.
Well, there you go. Look at that satanic smile on his face.
But that's why we fight. And now what we've done is between President Trump and people like you and podcasts like myself, we had a...
Who is this guy?
This is the guy from the Flex the Truth podcast.
Voice. We are the news now. When people want to know
We
the
are
truth,
the
where do
news
they
now.
go?
Alternative platforms like Rumble, BitChute, DLive, Twitch, Foxhole, Pill.
Twitch?
Cloud
Yeah.
Hub, PureSocial.tv.
I use Telegram a lot.
I was watching the quartering, some video from the quartering this week, and he had like all the the names of like the places you go when you get banned off everything. But in the list, Twitch was on there too.
Right.
Like he was still able to Twitch.
Huh.
It was so funny.
I have great group chats on there.
I do a lot of stuff in the community, in the streets. I go stand at squares and hold signs for the kids. Operation 1009, Save Our Children.
You know, before Vosh got really popular, he was banned from Twitch, and then like out of nowhere, he had like a lifetime ban. Out of nowhere, he just got it back, like without any word, because he suddenly got so popular. They were like, "Oh, we might as well unban him so we can make money off of him."
Yeah, that could be. I wonder if it also has to do with like Hassan. He gets pretty like wild in his streams. He says a lot of stuff that might not have flew 5 years ago, and they're not going to get rid of him either. So I wonder if they're just opening up old bans on people.
And human trafficking.
We have to return to the oldest technology of all, which is one-on-one conversation.
So I guess
it's not technology.
Everyone in this event is pretty much deplatformed there. So I guess this is kind of like the way for them to network, hang out, figure
Why
out
is this
what's
guy
next.
so close to him? Is he a plant?
He wants to kiss his shoulder.
Big fan, bro. Hell yeah, dog. What's on your mind?
I just met a group. They're called like Down for the Revote or something, and they're like doing a Justice for Prince thing. They think like a few days before Prince was gonna die, he was gonna out Hillary Clinton on like eating and raping children.
Why would Prince do that?
Why would he out her? Because Prince is a good man. Let's find him. This is rushing to the content.
Hey, how you doing?
Is it one per? Oh, it's three people.
One in the whole universe will ever compare.
They're singing Prince.
Murdered, and we absolutely have already proven it by
Prince died of a drug overdose.
mathematical
Oh
standards.
my
Chris had been
God.
exposing things about deep state, Illuminati, cabal. I call it the Worldwide Communist Network. And I think we all know that when you do things like that and you use your celebrity.
This is insane. This is like they take something that they're interested in and try to like fit it into the rest of the QAnon bullshit.
Yeah.
So they're all Prince fans.
Yeah.
So like Prince, there's no way Prince got addicted to pain pills like a ton of other people have and accidentally took too many. Like literally, that's not believable. Hillary Clinton had him whacked.
And your platform to speak these truths that are not allowed, right, by the one-eyed crew, then you get hit.
I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end,
I think I say Chester from.
Yeah, they're gonna say that too.
He was-
They've already
he was
said
whacked.
that. They said that about was it Chris Cornell?
Chris Cornell killed himself around the same time.
They said it was all because they were gonna come out against Hillary.
All what the hell would Chester Bennington know?
They knew
How?
because they're celebrities, so they're connected.
They're
they know
all
about
like
the cabal.
rock musicians.
They were gonna take down the Hollywood cabal and Hillary Clinton. These are what these people are thinking. Poop poop coop car with the big poop. Coop car with the big poop. Poop.
Poot 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 poot.
Thank you,
poot,
Coop
you
Car.
know what I'm saying?
Ladies and gentlemen, we're 86.88% of the way to our goal tonight. Thank you for everything you've done.
Chester Bennington's the
She's a
lead
good
singer
singer.
of Linkin Park. He and Chris Cornell were going to expose Hillary Clinton's pedophilia. Jeffrey Epstein was essential in facilitating quite a lot of this. He is responsible for the murder
So what was Trump doing hanging out with Epstein?
of multiple people.
Was
including
Epstein
Nipsey
facilitating
Hussle.
them coming? Nipsey Hussle now is.
Yes. Nipsey Hussle is one of my spirit guides, and I've just
How do they totally ignore that Epstein was buddies with Trump and there's literally like video footage of them partying together?
I think they were saying Epstein was on the good side, and that's why he got killed because he was ready to flip and expose everybody. That's when she brought up Epstein. That's what I thought she said. She's literally taking every celebrity that she likes that's passed away and putting them into this post-mortis superhero position.
Right.
This is
it's almost Chris Chan level stuff. Like the stuff Chris Chan believed.
I mean, Chris Chan's is more of like
It's based on like comic
personal
video.
imagination driven, like into their own personal like ethos of what they want the world to be. And I think maybe this is just them making heroes out of people to fit their narrative and legitimize the narrative of what they believe the
Someone
world.
said it's more like Gale.
Yeah, it's strange. It's so weird.
worked with his energy and guidance since his death.
Nipsey Hussle.
From divine source, from God. We are a prophetic justice.
See, it always comes from God.
Nipsey.
And that's
true.
why they don't think anything that they do is wrong, because they think they're divinely inspired.
Chris Chan said God told him it was okay to sleep with his mom.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. They think they're getting infallible instructions. So
it's true.
Ministry.
I do not watch TV. I don't watch truthers. I don't watch the internet. I do
don't
not
watch
really
the
even
internet.
read books. I've
I don't
channeled
read
all of my
books.
life. I've always heard his voice, and my accuracy is constantly at 99 to 100%.
We're not part of the Q movement. We align with some of the things that Q has said.
We're not part of the Q movement, but I have this gigantic Q sign in my hand.
Love and honor and infinite love and gratitude to Prince and Nipsey Hussle.
Upon further research, I learned that this was not just any Patriot conference. The event is hosted by John Sabal, aka QAnon John, and his wife Amy. These Patriots are avid believers in QAnon, a conspiracy theory that a deep state insider is spreading messages on the image board 8chan to expose people like Hillary Clinton and Bill Gates, saying they belong to an elite cabal of Satan worshipping. I don't know what. Brace, you want to come in here?
QAnon is the theory that an individual or a group of individuals are exposing the deep state, including Hillary Clinton and her baby.
Hey, us? Yeah, this is actually, he's wearing a shirt for us. Us, Ben and I, and you watching, we did episode 911 today. This is perfect.
Eating ways to the image board 8chan, which also has a lot of child porn. They think either Donald Trump is Q or he's behind it. He is like a Christ-like figure who's come to the office of the presidency in order to arrest and execute every single person who they don't like.
But right now is a weird time to be a Q supporter. For years, Q has talked about the storm, a day of reckoning in which Trump, along with the military, would arrest all the members of the deep state and save the world. But the storm never came.
It's weird to be a QAnon person now because for 5 years, QAnon people have believed that Nancy Pelosi, etc., would be arrested and executed in Guantanamo Bay prison in Cuba. And to this date, not a single person has been.
That's a big zero. So they're saying it's weird to be a QAnon person right now because what they believe didn't come to fruition. But the majority of conspiracy theorists just move the goalpost whenever the date and time and expected outcome doesn't happen. They just go further and further from it.
And on December 8th, 2020, Q stopped posting.
I think the last post was a scene from Last of the Mohicans and then a gif of an American flag flying over a forest. That's basically it.
America.
America.
Man.
Fuck yeah.
About Q and what I've learned. One, that this was an inside job, and I hope that all those that are guilty of what they did and all the crimes that came after it are punished to the fullest extent of the law.
It was an infiltration. I was there. I know what it was. Antifa, Black Lives Matter, George Soros funded, same thing.
See, these
it's all
idiots believe
infiltration.
that.
We've learned it. We've seen the court documents since it's happened. These are people with connections.
I don't think that the storm didn't necessarily happen.
These
I
are
think
people
that-
with connections, and they show the picture of the guy that has lactose intolerance issues. Couldn't get his oat milk in prison, so he cried like a baby. Little beesh.
The whole point of it-
His lawyer said they were all, called them all R words.
was for a vast majority of people to wake up. There are still
Regarded.
things happening. You know, I mean, we've got the audits in Arizona, Georgia, Wisconsin.
I trust 100%
All
that
of them
there's a
failed.
plan. I think it's Dan Scavino, Mike Pompeo. I think, we're obviously not allowed to hear about certain things because it's a military operation.
Low IQ and on. Yep.
I have complete faith. It doesn't ruin my hopes that, a lot of people aren't talking about it. They don't want to get kicked off Facebook.
Part of the reason I believe we're in this problem is
They don't want to get kicked off Facebook. They just make a new account.
A lot of people aren't talking about it because they don't want to get kicked off Facebook.
conditioned for instant gratification.
Or they don't believe in it
It doesn't
'cause
matter
they're not
what
crazy.
Q does. It doesn't matter what Trump does until we're willing to participate in something different and be a part of that. See, we are the plan. We are the storm. I think they did their job. They started the Great Awakening.
Were you disappointed when Q stopped posting back in December?
No, because they did their job. Am I disappointed in Trump? No, Trump did his job. Now we have to, as people, take back our...
God, you could tell he's so fucking dumb. You can just tell. He's a really dumb motherfucker that thinks he's smart. So he's talking like he's intelligent. But there's nothing there. There's nothing beyond the skull.
Country. And not wait for a hero.
One of the tactics of this new psychological war seemed to be avoiding Q. The main speakers of the event, General Flynn and Sidney Powell, claimed to not know anything about what we're talking about.
Right there, gentleman, right here.
Okay, thank you. Andrew Callahan, Channel 5 Action News. So,
Channel 5 from where, though? Describe
Channel 5 Action News is not actually a TV channel. It's the name of our YouTube channel.
I got it. I think I knew that about you.
It's not
I think I knew that about you. He knows that about Andrew Callahan and his channel. He knew that. He got guided in here knowing this guy was an internet celeb, but doesn't know anything about QAnon. You couldn't get tipped off about QAnon. Did you get tipped off about Channel 5? Poor little Andrew at Channel 5.
Here, so talking about manipulation, if you go on any mainstream media platform, they describe this whole event as a QAnon conspiracy conference.
Yeah.
Why do you think that they're doing that, and is that true?
If they create this boogeyman, right? If they create this boogeyman, that's a nice little thing to just keep beating us about. They try to take an organization like this and create that level of noise that I talked about. QAnon, they're the domestic, they're the new, they're the new shiny object. I don't know what QAnon is. I really don't.
You know what it is.
But I'm going to leave here saying, well, do you believe in God?
General Flynn was being real sneaky.
As he delivered his speech, vendors in the back sold QAnon hats and t-shirts, and his colleague Sidney Powell was even wearing a big fat Q on the back of her motorbike jacket.
He claimed to not know what QAnon was, but months before, he took the oath with his entire extended family.
Where we go one, we go all. Where we go one, we go all. God bless America. God bless America.
Listen, on the 4th of July last year,
On the 4th of July last year.
go on, we go all. He was the military man who knew about the Hillary Clinton scandals and what they've been doing for years. Like, his truth is what brought the movement alive. And, whether or not he's in it, he's the people's general. He woke us up. Whatever it was, he had a role in the Great Awakening. Shout out to General Flynn. Where we go on, we go all.
We just talked to General Flynn, and he said he doesn't know what QAnon is.
Well, media, look what they do when they take little pieces of it, and we've been...
What? Media? What about media? He literally asked him.
We've been talked about. Through our families, we've lost loved ones. Wives have walked away. Parents, everybody is ostracized in a certain way in their own communities, and why give them the opportunity?
Not surprising.
Was that a response to his question?
No, other speakers followed General Flynn's lead. What are your thoughts on the whole QAnon thing?
I don't know about it. I really don't. And, I only talk about things I know. Like, are you familiar with arena football?
Arena football? Like the sport?
Yeah, the sport. So, my roommate was one of the old owners of one of the teams.
So this
He changed the subject. Oh, Alan West. This
event
should
in
be
general
good.
has been called a QAnon conspiracy theory rally. Even says, where we go one, we go all on the lanyard. What are your thoughts on that whole thing?
I don't know. I'm just here to talk. Booker T. Washington is the father of black conservatism. His three-point plan of education, entrepreneurship, and self-reliance, we need to bring that back.
I see the crystal raindrops fall and the beauty of it all when the sun comes shining through.
That man can sing.
Yeah, this is the best guy so far.
Yeah.
The
Don't
best
ruin
thing
it,
that ever
please.
happened to black people in particular.
I'm fine with that comment. You think that's great.
Represent the hood from St. Louis. We kill each other every day in the black community. When a young girl is sitting up on her bed doing her homework and a bullet comes through the window, there's no Black Lives Matter. But as soon
God, I love it when he sings
as a
it.
white police officer grabs a black person the wrong way, put the finger in the face the wrong way, Black Lives Matter. It has nothing to do with the matters of black lives.
What are the undercurrents that are hiding behind the Black Lives Matter movement?
First of all, it was started by two black lesbians who hate the black family.
The war.
What?
Against BLM and Antifa.
I'm not
rages on.
exactly sure what he said, but because he sang it, I'm on his side now. I don't know. I don't know.
Speaking to you. So what I saw yesterday is uncalled for. When you're sitting there making up lies about speakers that are involved with QAnon, when you're sitting there spewing ugliness, make sure you know and educate yourself. And don't be spewing out venom.
Midway through our interview,
Don't be
fake news arrived.
Fake news? Uh-oh.
What's going on? Let's go find out. Yeah, let's go find out. You're hosting. What? What am I doing? What's happening? Some guy got kicked out. Oh, he got kicked out. Who?
Uh-oh.
He's a reporter. I don't even know what I'm doing.
You're a reporter now.
Yeah, you're a shirtless reporter.
Fake news. Will, how you doing, brother? You trying to get in, huh? Not good. Try to get in, huh? Not good, Will.
Not good, buddy.
Not good, buddy.
Yeah, get out of here. Schmuck. Yeah, I mean, they're not fans of mine. I think QAnon John, who runs it, is not like a huge fan of my reporting, and I think QAnon people just like aren't huge fans of reporters in general. What QAnon tells you is that like the most powerful people in the world just committing the most heinous crimes. They're abusing children with impunity, right? And only you and Donald Trump can stop it. And so if you believe that, then like, yeah, of course you're going to be on board with QAnon. And I think like part of it is frankly that it seems pretty fun. And look, they call themselves digital soldiers, right? It's like you're like in a war.
Do you feel bad for these people?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, I don't feel super bad for like the people who are promoting it and like who I think are often cynically making money and ruining people. But yeah, I typically feel very bad for the
Come on,
average
cowboy
QAnon
hat,
group
down in
because,
front.
you know, it's something that it preys on your emotions, right? It's like almost everyone I know, they have a story about someone they know who has like lost their mind to QAnon.
Oh, man, I want to be a MAGA now. They're having a buffet. They never had the buffet at the Andrew Yang events I went to.
Damn.
Andrew Yang had no buffet. I want a buffet.
You chose the
I'll vote Trump if I get to have singing MAGA guys singing to me and making me buffet. How come, you know, I'm really bummed I wasn't invited to the MAGA barbecues. Why can't I get a plate, MAGA buffet? Gravy? They got gravy? That's so many carbs. The caterers,
We're
yes.
actually doing food. We're actually feeding people.
Are they high?
What do you think he was trying to say?
That's classified.
His mom.
The best people ever right here.
It's not that good. I mean, it's like shaped nicely, but it's not like.
It's a bad time to be talking about
like
mom's sexual organs.
It's like curves in.
Come on, Chris Chan.
What? No.
I wonder what the LGBBQ would be like. Can I get a plate at the LGBBQ? They probably got less gravy. They're probably a little more health conscious. That's a pack-a-day woman right there. That's the Penny Marshall of Trump supporters. Pour a little for the homies.
What the fuck is going on?
She was pouring a little for the homies.
All right.
Oh my God.
They crazy. What else?
For God and country.
Quick reminder: we're trying to meet our goal for our Saturday bonus show a week from today. We're almost there.
All these wonderful people who have supported already tonight are going to be in a running to get one of these 3 limited edition, literally one-of-a-kind pieces. These mini Bens in these colors were prototypes, blue, yellow, and green. Prototypes one of a kind. They won't be made again like that. And right here, right now, these cards, if you donate $9.11, you'll get your name written on a card. And we will pick 3 cards out of the stack at the end of the night and give these limited runs, man. Look at me. I'm going to do a 9 and a 1-1 fix, so let's get it. Let's get it.
Let's get it. By the way, Adam is starting a campaign against YouTube, and is he's gonna make a video.
Oh, really?
About the 911.
Oh, good.
Thing that happened to him recently. I think he's trying to get us and other people in on it.
Yes.
So
I'm
I got
proud.
a bunch of people were sending me stuff about it, and then I just saw I got a text from him. So
yeah, proud to support.
Yeah, time to tell YouTube to fuck off with
Time
this
for
dumb
us.
shit.
We have to make our own QAnon convention. What? What? No good goody. Got that card. That gets us so close. We're at $713.29 and 89.16%. 2 to go.
The goal.
It's coming along nicely, too.
Blitzo
just missed that queen, but we'll get you a 3 diamonds.
Damn, you got the competition is heavy now. I think we got like a third of the deck now with names on them.
Let's see.
There's 52 in a deck.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 22. I think 22. I might have miscounted, though. Brittany Wright. I'll give her the card, Brittany Wright. So, 9 of hearts for Brittany Wright. And I'm going to write your name, hopefully, the way it says on the dono. Bang, bang, booty butt gang. There we go. All right. So it's 23. I don't know, 24. It's about almost half of the way through. Right?
Yeah. That's impressive.
We're near half of the way through. There's 54 cards in the deck.
Yeah, and obviously Saturday shows. Ooh, Morton Dave. Saturday shows run a little longer, so there's a little bit more time than usual to get your name in there to possibly win one of these. Like, even after we meet the goal, if you guys still want a shot at it, send in your 911s. We'll do it all the way until we run out of cards in the deck if we get to that point.
Yeah, if we don't run out of time first. Sign everywhere, sign.
Let's do...
goody.
What is this? Oh.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
what the
yeah, so I get down there and answer the door, and you're like, Bob, we need your water hoses. Our house is on fire. Help us right now. We need your help. And I'd be like, well, did you start up your own water hoses on your house? Well, no, I just thought you could do it for me.
What is this analogy?
Motherfucker, start up your own water before you go ask somebody else for their fucking water, you fucking liberal. I'd shut my door, and if your house burned down, fuck it. But I'd have all my help out there on that side of the house keeping my my roof. I'd have guys on my roof. That whole house would be soaking wet. In fact, it'd be a fucking fireproof house anyway. I wouldn't even give a fuck. Just let your house burn to the ground.
A fireproof house? Do you think if there was such a thing, they wouldn't just make all houses fireproof?
It's not cost efficient. Bob is rich, though. He's going to have a fireproof house.
Because it's a
Not every house
capitalist
can
nation.
be
The way I
fireproof.
see it, your motherfucking ass trying to steal from me, motherfucker. Trying to use my water instead of your own water. Bitch, go start up your own fucking water hydrant. A water hose.
Awesome ceiling.
Oh, my God. Classy man,
See, the
Bob.
problem is you think money just grows on trees and people are just supposed to give you everything. Well, fuck you. You want your house to stop burning? Spray it down with some motherfucking water, bitch.
I mean, if your house is really on fire, a garden hose isn't going to put out the fire. That's why that's why fire department fire hoses are so powerful, and they have their own hydrants to hook up to.
Spray it down with some fucking water, bitch.
Very high pressure.
You know?
Bob might be squatting.
I might throw a little shot or two your way, That'd be funny, right? He's sweating to get it out. And I see that he's got it. He just don't realize it yet. So I just kind of aim the water hose over there and give it a squirt, 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 and it hits him on the side of the head as it's going past him. And he looks by. I said, I told you I was going to help you out now. Go on, put that out.
So
for
this
you.
is him fantasizing about helping his neighbor put out a house fire?
And fucking with him
by
all his-
squirting him in the head while he's putting out a house fire?
Yeah.
weird fantasy, Bob.
He's jerking it right now.
He's out of control
He's doing
now.
a DSP.
And he's spraying that motherfucker down, him and his wife, and I shoot another stream right there and catch them both on the side of the head. And they
Double
just kind of
shot.
look back. So I told you I was helping you. Come on, let's put this fire out. I'll be having to aim back at my house while I'm talking
This
to
is
him.
all a fantasy. This is all like this didn't happen, right? He's just fantasizing about spraying the guy and his wife in the head while they're putting out a house fire. This is weird. This is weird.
Man, bitch, I gave you at least 3 cents worth of water. Shut the fuck up. Don't say I didn't give you nothing.
How about you do about 3 cents worth of water against that water damage on your ceiling?
Oh, oh, baby. What's your name, Billy King? What's your name?
Did he just sing to me? This is not working the same as the other guy that was singing his thoughts on the last video. The other guy was far more convincing with his singing. And he's singing directly to me. He's singing to King Billy. Weird.
What's your name, Billy King? What's your name? Did you say Sally? Little innocent Sally.
What song is this? This is not
Little Innocent Sally.
This is not bringing me into his ideology like the last singer was. This is a letdown.
You're gonna lose her innocence tonight.
He sang the longest version of "Happy Birthday" I've ever heard in my life to Elisa.
Yeah, that was a nice little cringe film moment.
Ready to go. Dun, 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 dun. So you put her in gear and you let her go. Sally's fixing to get broken in tonight.
Little innocent Sally is fixing to get broken in tonight. Has he talked about Simone Biles yet?
I don't think so.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah,
Have you seen
or-
some of the takes? I think was it Charlie Kirk or somebody who was talking about Simone Biles and going in about how about she's an anti-American.
I mean, just like how going into the Olympics is voluntary, you have the right to quit whenever you want for any
of
reason
course.
you want.
And this schlub that sits on the internet running his mouth
can't do any of the shit she can do.
Yeah, talking
physically.
trash. Like you know how many people have won one gold medal?
Yeah,
It's a very
hardly
small
any.
amount.
Yeah.
She's like one of the most decorated Olympic athletes.
Michael Phelps has like the most gold medals out of any person in the history of the Olympics.
Yeah, but Simone Biles,
she's all right. Your life. I mean, like people call her the greatest gymnast. Female gymnast ever. It was weird though because another American ended up winning what everyone thought she was going to win. But yeah, I mean, the stuff that she does, it can be dangerous if you're not in the right headspace. You could get hurt. They do a lot of crazy flips and twists in the air where they could bang their head up against the ground. So if she doesn't want to do it for any reason, she doesn't have to.
Years. How about that?
Sam Cedars challenge to Jimmy
I'm gonna
Dore. I
close
did not
this up,
see that.
And otherwise, people down on the other side of the house say they can smell it sometimes.
Was he closing up a piss bottle?
I think that's the end. What's this?
No thanks. No bags, no mask. Am I good?
Well, we already called security.
Huh? Good.
Why is there a line out there right now?
Because we can't let anyone else in with non-maskers in the stores. Also, don't allow going.
I hate this like let's go and mask troll people content. It's really lazy content.
Call Sean.
Okay, so I got his phone number right here.
Yeah, call Sean.
I can't call Sean. Okay.
All right. So I'm not leaving, so I'm shopping. See you. Did any of these guys make a threat?
Yes, they did.
What did they say?
He
Yeah? What do you say?
was talking about infant death and harm in front of other parents.
So was he saying the masks harm kids?
No,
But
which is why we asked him to leave.
It seems like you're biased and want to use anything against them. That's
I'm
what it sounds
biased
like
in
to
the
me.
fact that I want to protect all of our guests that are shopping today.
I like how this guy recorded this and released it on the internet and thinks it makes him look good.
Yeah, this guy is the one that put this out.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
Leave this fucking girl alone and buy your Legos online, you prick.
Let the mask free.
Yeah, good for you, you dumb. Your freedom literally looks like something Chris Chan would upload. Like he's gonna go knock the freaking white arms off the Sonichu Lego display. Yeah, emphasis to dumb and freedom, exactly.
Yeah, and people thought that was the lowest it could go.
Was that guy buying a Lego house set of the Capitol building? He can set up in his basement to plan his attack?
Everybody, let's not forget about the DP Summer T-shirt sale, which is going on all summer. You've got about 2 months left in it. All of these shirts are 25% off. Use the code at checkout, DP Summer 21. All of our shirts in our storefront are 25% off, and they've been flying off the shelves, the internet shelves. Check it out.
And we're gonna raise the price double in the winter because that's when you're gonna be cold.
That's when the hoodies and all the colder weather stuff is coming out.
You're gonna need it so you won't freeze. So you better get it now before we charge you triple because you're gonna be cold. Comes back to the Legos. Everything's based on Legos in this world.
Everyone, please like the stream. Subscribe if you're not subscribed.
Even Minecraft is just like digital Legos.
Digital Minecraft.
Ben.
Yes.
When's the last time you had salmon?
Oh, not too long ago.
It's been a long time since I had salmon.
Why?
I don't know. I haven't had salmon recently.
Huh. By the way, I'm releasing a monthly calendar that the fans can look at to know when I'm streaming, or when we're having a show, who the guests are going to be, when the Patreon perks are coming out. This is all color coded, and it's available. I posted some on Patreon. I made a public post on Patreon that anybody can go to. You can download the calendar, and then I also have links to the Google Calendar that integrates with Android, and then iCal if you're an Apple user. If you integrate it, then you'll get alerts on your phone. So if you link it to your Google Calendar or your iCal, then it'll let you know. And I have all the times exactly how they're actually supposed to play out here. If you notice, on the 21st, we've got Billy's review. Billy is going to review DP Episode 1. And that's for all of our patrons, $10 and above. So you might want to consider, if you want to see a new kind of twist on classic DP, then you might want to consider becoming a $10 patron. There's a bunch of $10 there's a bunch of $10 perks on here.
Look, when your mom's got a delicious recipe, right? A delicious recipe, Mom. It's a delicious recipe. But your girl, your wife, she gets your mom's recipes and she puts her twist on the recipes. You got something familiar that's brand new and delicious from someone that you can actually consensually have sex with. Your girlfriend takes your mom's recipes and makes them better. No Christian. That's what this is like.
Let's check out some articles.
Did you see what the Congress is trying to push through for their infrastructure bill?
What's that?
Right now, they're trying to update the tax code's definition of a broker to include nearly everyone who's doing crypto, minors included, the crypto mining, not minors underage, crypto mining included, and they're hoping to tax up to $28 billion in additional tax compliance from people who are doing crypto.
No,
they're coming for that crypto.
People are wanting to suggest classic DP. That's where the booking committee comes in. We're gonna talk to our $25 plus patrons coming up on August 10th, and we're gonna talk about Actual Mania. We're gonna talk about guests they'd like to see on the show and requests for classic DP episodes. And we might end up like putting it up for a vote, like let all the $10 patrons vote on which episodes they most want to see. Maybe we'll put like 5 up there and everyone can vote on the one that we end up doing.
But
yeah, so
do it, but
you see this? Someone stole the title belts in Sheamus's necklace.
Florida man is the new WWE champion?
Yeah.
Florida man sought by police for stealing WWE title belts and Sheamus's necklace. A Florida man is being sought by police after stealing equipment from World Wrestling Entertainment and WWE star Sheamus, according to police, on May 22nd, 2021, between 12:10 a.m. and 1:58 a.m. An unknown suspect, pictured below, entered the USF Yuengling Center, located at 12500 USF Bull Run Drive in Tampa, by unknown means. Once inside the closed building, the suspect selected several items belonging to the World Wrestling Entertainment, which include 3 title belts signed by various WWE stars, a prop cross necklace worn by WWE star Sheamus, and a corner pad. The suspect was captured on surveillance video and is described as a Hispanic male, 25 to 30 years old, with brown hair, a mustache, and a light goatee. He was last seen wearing a red shirt, blue jeans, and black sneakers. Crime Stoppers of Tampa Bay is offering a reward of up to $5,000 for information that leads to the identification and arrest of the unknown suspect involved in this case.
Is $5,000 enough to snitch?
On Florida man?
Yeah.
Some would say he deserves it.
Because he lives in Florida?
Florida man has done a lot of bad, but he's a WWE champion. So what can you do?
What else we got here? We've got... You see this?
Kevin Smith wants angry He-Man nerds to grow the fuck up.
Yeah, because people are complaining about the He-Man.
Oh, yeah, they're going to complain about everything, but...
anything that's nostalgic from the past that they bring back will get a lot of complaints, but from what I've heard about this, and I was a big Masters of the Universe fan, I don't really know if I want to waste the time watching it.
Yeah, you don't have to. It's
Well,
only
no,
they're like
and
25.
I'm not going to cry about it. I'll probably just choose not to watch
They're
it.
like 25-minute episodes, and there's 5 of them. So like, you sit down and watch it. It's 2 hours of your life, basically. But you know, a lot of people are angry. There's a big twist in it, and that pisses people off. Maybe the show sucks. I don't know. I'm not going to watch it. I was a big Masters of the Universe fan because I was a child and they sell toys. It was a toy commercial.
Literally the toys came before the show.
Yeah, it's all everything we enjoy now. Everything we cry about the Ghostbusters, we cry about Masters of the Universe. Everything we cry about now was instilled in us by advertising companies selling us toys. They're like, by the way, the rest of your life, you're going to be grumpy because we're going to start selling these toys to people who actually buy toys in abundance. Kids, we're going through a new generation. It's not for you anymore, but because your entire culture as a American was based around being sold toys, you're going to cry about it. It literally is our culture. Our culture in America is consumers all the way. So we're over here. You're ruining our culture. You're ruining our culture. Go back and watch the reruns. Play with the old toys. If you care that much, you won't because it's not that good. You were fooled when you were a child.
I thought they could have made a better movie, too. That Dolph Lundgren movie was trash. Courtney Cox ruined it.
I watched Scream 4 the other night. She was looking better in Scream 4 than she was looking in Scream 3. Good job, Courtney Cox. But, I mean, that movie was a shit show anyways. Was Frank Langella as Skeletor?
Yeah, and it was made by Canon Films.
Yeah, I know.
It was one of the better movies made by Canon Films, though. Crush Groove was good, though.
Yeah. Nick Fuentes using Spotify and Apple Music to spread white nationalist agenda. Nick Fuentes has turned to Spotify and Apple Music in his latest attempt to further his white nationalist agenda.
He's using Spotify to Nazify things.
Why is there not a Nazify for people like Nick Fuentes to spread their garbage on? The American far-right political commentator, banned from most mainstream social media and content creation platforms, created a playlist on Spotify and Apple Music last month that he dubbed the White Boy Summer Playlist. Okay, that's not bad. Despite being named from Spotify, Fuentes was able to circumvent the ban by posting his White Boy Summer playlist under his America First account, a reference to his America First organization and Groyper movement. Like, we can't get mad at somebody for making a playlist called White Boy Summer. It's stupid. It's corny. Don't listen to it. But, like...
Isn't that what they were saying when they all walked into that place together and the one guy was like, Nick Fuentes in the house?
That was so corny, but yeah. The track list is comprised of 300 songs, mainly by Caucasian artists such as Led Zeppelin, The White Stripes, Miley Cyrus, Kid Rock, Fleetwood Mac, The Killers, and Weezer. The playlist is available on Spotify and Apple Music through White Boy Summer title has been removed, though the White Boy Summer title has been removed to avoid detection. Is this really... Okay, this better get juicy, because this is like the dumbest thing. Fuentes has also launched a White Boy Summer video blog on his official website where he documented his road trip across the United States to meet up with fellow racists and white nationalists. The self-proclaimed American nationalist recently stormed the Conservative Political Action Conference, CPAC, in Dallas, Texas, with a horde of followers chanting, "White Boy Summer," as he was being removed by security. Fuentes vowed to give the most racist, sexist, anti-Semitic, Holocaust-denied speech
watched this.
in all of Dallas across the street later that day. Did he ever? Did he ever?
I don't know. You know what? Someone made a good point. Why isn't Hanson on this list?
Oh, hold
this
on.
playlist, because you know Hanson, like they're all blonde-haired kids,
But
right?
everybody
Like,
thinks
children-
Hanson is girls. That's the big problem with Hanson. You look at him like, yeah, those are some cute little girls. But no, they're little boys, dummies. They just have long hair, dummies. Some little boys with long hair are cute men, not cute girls.
They were all little boys like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
now they're like
Bop.
in their 30s or 40s.
The White Boy Summer phrase has since been used in pop culture memes, repurposed to include swastikas and other neo-Nazi symbolism as marketing slogans to sell extremist lifestyle clothing and as a rallying cry when celebrating white supremacy in action. Okay, denounce the ones with the neo-Nazi symbolism. Denounce that. Denounce it directly. Let these dumbasses have their White Boy Summer, because when you don't and you make articles about them using the term White Boy Summer, you give it more power. This is so stupid. It's the dumbest little slogan. What's White Boy Summer? Give me a 7, brother. Trollface Wilborn. This is your 7. I don't know what you're talking about. There's no 7. There's no 7, Trollface Wilborn.
Maybe they don't know what game we're playing. Maybe we need to.
We're not playing a game. Anybody who donates $9.11 is going to get their name written on one of these cards. And at the end, we're going to pick 3 cards out of the stack and give away these one-of-a-kind. Literally, these colored prototypes are the only one of their kind.
So what do you think they meant by give me a 7?
I don't know. A 7 and 7? They want a drink?
I don't know.
Seagram 7 and 7 Up. It's a pretty good, delicious drink.
Do we want to just count that as a 9/11 or no?
No. Just say something about it in chat if you want a card, because earlier we were talking to, I can't remember who was
Lone
it.
Wolf?
Lone Wolf, yeah. Lone Wolf was just didn't want it written down either. There's rules. There's rules to this. But thank you for the dono, and let me know if I can write you down on a card. I'll do it. I'll do it this time, only because of Natsify. The White Boy Summer phrase also underscores the ever-changing nature of white nationalist coded language, which has evolved in an attempt to avoid social media bans. Some white supremacists are even using the term to strategically create extremist content that is more appealing to normal people.
They're normalizing it. Normalize. That was a word I had not heard 10 years ago. Normalize.
They're normalizing extremely.
Normalize it.
No, what they're doing is
so
they're
dumb.
trying not to get banned off these platforms, so they're making content that's not as racist and edgy. So they're trying to conform so they don't get banned.
Why don't they actually listen to like old school like neo-Nazi music then? Why are they listening to like Miley Cyrus and shit?
Miley Cyrus.
Like some old oi music.
South Park creators aim to buy Casa Bonita restaurant featured on show. That's awesome. I will go. It's my bad. Came in late. Make it so consider 20 a bonus. Hell yeah, Trollface. Hell yeah. Thank you, Trollface. No problem, Trollface. Appreciate you. I'm gonna write you down on this card right here. Trollface Wilborn. You got yourself 10. Thank you, fam.
We're almost at our goal, so that's pretty amazing.
So close.
Dude, if if the guys from South Park buy Casa Bonita, I'm going there.
Yeah, I'm waiting until like a few months after they buy it though, so the heat's died down. Because everybody's gonna go. People are probably going right now.
No way, Casa Bonita. No way.
I wanted to go to Casa Bonita like way back.
Have you been to Denver?
No.
No? Oh.
No, but I'll go to Denver.
I used to live kind of near, like when I lived in Albuquerque, Denver's like the next city up north. It's still pretty far though. It's like 6 or 7 hour drive.
I will go there. I will go to Casa Bonita and I will have a nice little meal and a nice little show.
No way. They have like cliff divers and shit.
Yeah, I'll watch a cliff diver. I'll eat a little food. I'll fart like Cartman would fart. I'll have the full experience. I'll have a jovial experience. No way, Casa Bonita. Good times. And great oldies. Should the sale occur, Parker says the duo, along with additional unidentified Colorado-based restaurateurs, have big plans for the destination. We started talking about the changes we're going to make, mostly with the food, Parker said. We're going to make really awesome food. I was already thinking about how I was going to make Black Bart's Cave a little bigger. A beloved childhood location for Parker and Stone, Casa Bonita has received. This is like exactly what you should do.
No way!
When you make a little bit of money, you should buy like the dying like things of your childhood and keep them alive.
It's time to bring back Chi-Chi's, a celebration of food. They still sell Chi-Chi's.
What's Chi-Chi's?
Chi-Chi's was this chain of Mexican restaurants that at one point was like the biggest chain of like sit-down Mexican restaurants in the United States. And what ended up happening was a bunch of people, I think, got E. coli from like tainted jalapenos, and a bunch of people got sick and some people died, and it put the company out of business. And all that's left in the U.S. under the name is there's like Chi-Chi's branded like stuff you can buy in a grocery store. It's usually like in the Hispanic food aisle. But I guess in Europe, at least recently, maybe some of them closed just during COVID, but they had like a Chi-Chi's in Brussels, Belgium and shit like that. Yeah, but also Chi-Chi's means boobies in like Mexican slang,
yeah,
which is interesting. Yeah.
Oh, for a moment when it was like Casa Bonita is going to close down, we said we're going to go buy it, and I felt like it was the crowning achievement of my life. Yeah, you can't let Casa Bonita close down. I really wish I would have had a little more fame when a little more money, not fame, when the Lusty Lady closed down, so I could have saved the Lusty. That would have been sweet. And people can go on there and jerk it for quarters the entire day long.
Now it's just like a homeless encampment.
People are jerking it for free out there. No boobies. No boobies.
Yeah, that's interesting. What else we got?
U.S. fencer 29 confronts teammates wearing pink face masks in protest, saying they're not hearing his side of the story after he's banned from Olympic Village amidst accusations of sexual misconduct. So are they wearing pink masks to show solidarity towards the people he?
I guess. Weird. It's kind of a weird time and place to make such a statement. Is there anything more? No, this is like a tabloid.
They're just saying that they're wearing the pink mask.
You know, I think this reset from the actual story that I had it on.
To F it.
But I don't know what all right.
Have you thought about Googling blue waffle?
No.
Yeah, don't do it.
You see this?
Mike Lindell vows that Biden and Harris will resign after seeing his evidence on August 13th. He's going to release the evidence on my birthday?
Yeah.
Uncle Mike? Is that my birthday present? You're going to get rid of Biden and Kamala Harris? Kamala Chameleon? Conspiracy theorist and MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell has promised that following his bigger than Elvis cyber symposium in mid-August, President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris will resign, blown away by thus far non-existent evidence that China rigged the entire 2020 presidential election. Lindell's remarks came Wednesday morning on Steve Bannon's War Room Pandemic podcast. It gives me hope that even your Democrats, they're seeing how firsthand what government can do and how bad socialism and communism can be, he said. When we'll get through this and the Supreme Court pulls down this election, like I've been telling everybody, when they do this, it's going to be a great uniting, and that gives me hope, Lindell continued. If you got this evidence, right, Where are you waiting to put it out during your cyber symposium that you're probably selling over-the-top tickets
That's what
to
they're doing.
for the crazies?
Yep, that's what they're doing.
You're milking this for
Of course.
for attention and money. Like that's
the pillow business wasn't enough. Like he made a successful product that people were buying. I don't see why he had to ruin everything by jumping into bed with this shit.
I definitely don't think he's one of those people that are only grifting. I think he believes.
think he's
it.
crazy?
I think he believes it. I think he believes what he's doing is true and honest to his cause.
The true and honest My Pillow guy.
Oof. Next, the man who has brought restful sleep to millions turned to the great unresolved question, which he defined this way: how are the pathways of Donald Trump coming back? Lindell's first answer is that once we have this symposium by the night of the 12th or the morning of the 13th, if everyone has seen it, including the administration that's in there now that didn't win, maybe, Biden and Harris would say, hey, we're here to protect the country and resign. That's ridiculous. In a subsequent phone interview with Salon on Wednesday afternoon, Lindell appeared confused over the presidential line of succession, saying that House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, third in line after the president and vice president, wouldn't have to resign because she wasn't part of the cyber attack. After Pelosi would come Senate President pro tempore Patrick Leahy, also a Democrat, followed by the cabinet officers, beginning with the Secretary of State. Donald Trump is not on the list.
He's not on the list. He's not in the line of succession. He's nothing.
Look, I'm glad that someone's finally done it, and they're going to put Trump back in the White House. Finally, it's happening. Every other date they said he was coming back that didn't work out. My heart was broken every time. But now he's back.
Yeah, I'm
This is the worst. Ass-tongue Kutcher and Mila Kunis say they don't believe in bathing their kids or themselves too much.
Ass-tongue
Coochie.
And Mila Kunis.
It looks like the Kunis family is saving money on soap. Too bad they don't have tactical soap. Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis appeared on an episode of Dax Shepard's Armchair Expert podcast, and the talk turned to bathing. After Shepard told co-host Monica Padman that using soap every day rids the body of natural oils, Kutcher and Kunis agreed, saying they only wash vitals every day. What are the vitals, like your balls?
I would think like your butt and your
butthole balls?
Yeah.
Padman was stunned to be in the daily full-body wash minority and asked, who taught you to not wash? I didn't have hot water growing up as a child, so I didn't shower very much anyway, Kunis said. That has apparently continued with her and Kutcher's two kids, Wyatt 6 and Dimitri 4. I wasn't that parent that bathed my newborns ever, Kunis said. And now that they're older, Kutcher said they have a system. If you can see the dirt on them, clean them. He said, otherwise, there's no point. Kutcher said he does not wash his armpits. I'm like, he does wash his armpits and his crotch daily and nothing else ever. Those are the stink points. And he has tendency to throw some water on my face after a workout to get all the salts out. They're doing fine. I'm sure they're clean humans.
Yeah.
You don't have to overwash. You can underwash. I doubt they stink. They're healthy people. If we can prove otherwise, their kids are running around with ass rashes, then do something about it. You don't have to slather your kids in soap every goddamn day. Right-handed man almost masturbates to death. Medical case study. What? This fellow redefined mind-blowing sex after he suffered a life-threatening stroke while repeatedly masturbating. Now medical experts are saying he's lucky he escaped the ultimate unhappy ending.
Oh my God.
The unnamed 51-year-old right-handed man from...
Why are they saying right-handed?
And unnamed, like this sounds like a bullshit article to me.
It's the New York Post.
Probably a bullshit. From Japan, admittedly enjoyed pleasuring himself several times a day, according to the new case study published in the Medical Journal of Stroke and Cerebrovascular Diseases. However, one explosive self-love session went awry when, after climaxing, the serial stroker was struck down by thunderclap headaches and severe vomiting. Unnerved by the unsexy symptoms, the man rushed himself to the Goya City Universal Hospital, where he was found to have low blood pressure and confusion, two telltale signs of a cerebrovascular accident, according to the medical case study. So this is coming out of the medical case study. That's why he's unnamed. because it's a medical case study. It's just they're talking about the symptoms, not the man having them. Emergency medical technician suspected he had a stroke while stroking.
A stroking stroke.
And while subsequent CT scan confirmed that the man had indeed suffered a subarachnoid? What does that mean? He got a spider in his dick? A subarachnoid hemorrhage, a potentially fatal type of stroke sparked by ruptured blood vessels in the space surrounding the brain.
I think a spider's arachnid.
Oh.
Yeah.
Prior case studies have reported that sex, including in the autoerotic variety, was the immediate preceding activity before a ruptured aneurysm in up to 14% of patients. So was he doing a little choking stroke on himself?
Maybe.
According to clinical physiologist Dr. Amy Baird, author of Sex in the Brain, How Your Brain Controls Your Sex Life, the risk of death by sex-induced stroke can be compounded by taking cocaine or Viagra before the act. The man survived his near-fatal orgasm ordeal and was released from the hospital within 2 weeks in excellent condition, according to the doctors. 2 weeks after masturbating to stroke. You're in the hospital for 2 frickin' weeks.
Yeah.
But at the end, you're in excellent condition. If I could just jerk off furiously to the point where I can't even live, and then I get a 2-week vacation laid up, probably on watching Netflix and pissing and farting and eating hospital food.
Yeah.
That's not a bad gig. However, he should thank his lucky stars he didn't achieve the opposite of a happy ending, as a ruptured brain aneurysm caused death in 40% of cases, Baird reported. Meanwhile, 2/3 of survivors are left with serious neurological deficits. This isn't the first time someone has suffered a vascular mishap during an act of self-gratification. In 2016, a Bronx hospital worker allegedly died of a heart attack while masturbating to porn at work, according to police sources. Well, that's good times, guys. I love it when you do the stroking on the pee-pee and then have a little stroke too.
Oh, God. All right.
I never wash myself. I never use soap. I never jerk off till I die. What's wrong with me?
Everyone liked the stream. Just a reminder, if you send in a dono of $9.11 or multiples of that number, we will write your name on a card, and then at the end we will do a drawing. We will draw 3 cards, and we will have 3 winners of these 3 blue, yellow, and green BENPAI figures.
Blue and yellow and green. One of a kind.
One of a
special
kind.
versions. These are special. Special. We're so close to the goal. We're 9.11%. 98.11%, sorry. Away from the goal. Ben.
Yes.
Do you consider yourself an average length peer? Or do you pee quicker than the average person? Or do you pee longer than the average person?
I don't think about those kind of things.
I'm a long peer. I think on average a pee goes about 40 seconds.
Do you have any actual data to back this up, or is this all
I
your
looked it up
assumption?
at one point. I don't have like a printout report. How long? And based on the size of the animal, they tend to have generally the same length of pees, like time wise, because your bladder just releases based on your size at the same speed for most mammals. It's pretty impressive. How long is the average pee?
In time.
How long is the average man's pee? I don't want to say girl pee because I'm not. How long does the average person pee for? Holy shit! Never mind. It says 21 seconds. A team who I thought was I'm over like a minute long peeing. I pee so long.
You might have a narrow urethra.
I think I just got a solid fucking bladder.
God.
Okay, because I hold my pee usually longer than like most people.
It's always the most positive possible reason why something is happening to you. That's what you do. Yeah.
Because one, I'm one of the most positive people you'll ever meet.
When it comes to yourself, yeah.
I'm positive towards everybody. Okay. I'm very kind and I'm giving and I share this positivity because I'm an optimist and it's worked for me. I'm just that. I'm that type of person that takes long peas and spreads happiness and joy and positivity. I was my YouTube name was gonna be Happy, but somebody else took it.
Okay.
So I had to be Billy the Fridge.
Good job.
Happy says, Billy, how do you know how long other people hold their pee for? I just, when you go...
It's assumptions.
When you go to a restaurant and you're eating and drinking, some people get up and go pee 2 or 3 times the amount of time I go pee.
creates his opinions based on his own assumptions.
Not assumptions, based on my own life experience.
You don't have life experience knowing how much the average person holds their pee.
I mean, I have a lot of life experience going out with people and drinking and how many times they go pee compared to how many times I go pee.
Cool. Here's Zero Ron wants us to talk about this Sam Seder shit. So Sam Seder challenged Jimmy Dore. Let's see.
He knows he's afraid of me. And he knows he's listening to my voice right now. Not exactly in this moment. After it goes up. I know he's listening to me. Yeah. Know it. Jimmy, you're a coward. You know it. I know it. Everybody else knows it. You want to be a tough guy? Come be a tough guy. Come on the show. I'll invite you into the studio.
It's weird how he'll respond to me. He'll respond to Anna. He'll respond to Jamie when Jamie was working here. He won't respond to Matt. He won't respond to you. What is the through line?
Are you suggesting that Jimmy Dore respects women more than he respects men, so he'll give them a response, but he won't give a response to men?
I think that's what she's saying.
That's
actually.
fucked up, Jimmy Dore. Have some respect for men, you prick.
That we're seeing here, huh?
Okay. What do you want us to say about that?
So I think what's happened here is that Jimmy Dore is going to go against Sam Seder at WrestleMania, and the winner of the WrestleMania is going to fight Logan Paul or Jake Paul at the boxing.
I heard Logan Paul wants to fight. Who was it? Anderson Silva.
Missed the past few weeks. Miss you boys. Work has been insane. 911 shows is amazing.
Go!
Also, goal.
Go! Thank you, Eric, for helping us get there, and everybody else this week. Appreciate you and everybody. The only reason I do this show is because I like hanging out with Ben and I like hanging out with you. It's the only reason. If it wasn't for that, I would probably have an aneurysm from jerking it. I probably would. I know I would. I'm saying this show saved me from having an aneurysm from jerking it.
Anderson Silva is an actual striker.
Anderson Cooper is an actual news interviewer.
Yeah, he is. And Vanderbilt.
And a Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
You know who else is a Vanderbilt?
Who?
Timothy Oliphant.
I don't know who that is.
He's an actor. He's an actor. It's almost like if you come from a wealthy family, you could do whatever you want, including being in Star Wars. Mandalorian.
Anderson Cooper versus Anderson Silva cage match. That wouldn't last very long.
I mean, look, I just want you guys to know Anderson Cooper's not a fighter. He's a lover.
Just like Michael Jackson.
So, yeah, if he went and fought Anderson Silva would probably win. But if he went to love Anderson Silva, Anderson Cooper might win. He might win the love contest.
Actually, one of the first times Anderson Silva ever lost, he was blowing kisses at his opponent.
Man. See,
but then the guy caught him. Like, he was dancing around acting like, oh, look, you can't hit me. He's like blowing kisses at him. And then he got knocked out really bad.
The only time Anderson Silva lost is when he tried to play Anderson Cooper's game. That's what you get. That's how I think Anderson Cooper's going to win, with love, not with fighting.
Yeah, Anderson Cooper will have Kathy Griffin in his corner. You see this?
Washington State Patrol's toxicology lab ran tests in office contaminated by meth, possibly jeopardizing thousands of cases. What? How was it contaminated by meth? Were they just having meth fights in the freaking toxicology lab?
They left their meth on the counter.
Was that really what happened?
I don't know.
Behind the locked doors of a third-floor office in South Seattle, countertop instruments filled with dozens of tiny vials feed data to nearby monitors while performing scores of tests each day in pursuit of justice. Here's justice. Don't drug test people unless they were if they were in a crime and you want to see if the drugs were part of the crime, like it was in their system, and so maybe you drug test them to see if they get tried with crazy because they were having a little bit of a side effect on some meth. Test that, but just stop putting people in jail for doing drugs. I thought we decriminalized drugs in Seattle.
You know, well, it was in Washington State, but I think that's kind of gone back and forth in the courts.
Okay.
Oh, we got a new patron.
Hell yeah.
Tom Brookman. Welcome.
So the Washington State Patrol's toxicology laboratory's sensitive drug testing equipment analyzes blood samples taken from people across the state and others. The tests detect the slightest traces of chemical compounds and can help make or break an impaired driving case, show if a rape victim was drugged, or determine whether substances played a role in someone's death. See, that's all good reasons to drug test. But in recent years, an unseen intruder has cast a lingering cloud over the seemingly orderly operations at Washington's only forensic toxicology laboratory, methamphetamine contamination. Traces of the drug linked to makeshift meth labs that scientists set up for training years earlier have randomly emerged during drug testing since at least 2018, including in 2 cases this year. But while lab officials acknowledge catching some cases, fewer than a dozen, with false positive results, officials deny the tox lab's integrity has been tarnished. So they did a training. The scientists in the labs did makeshift meth lab training. So they made meth as part of their training, and then there's meth just floating around there over the last 3 or 4 years?
Yeah.
Is that really what they're saying?
Yes. Hey, man, they got to stay awake somehow.
At no time was any actual blood evidence contaminated, and we had never provided reports to customers that were compromised, said Chris Loftus, a state patrol spokesman. Some defense attorneys had a prominent laboratory quality control expert dispute the Tox Lab's official line, however. They say the contamination may have tainted evidence in thousands of cases, including some in which defendants already have been convicted, and that lab administrators have downplayed the problem after keeping it private for more than a year. Well, if they're downplaying the problem, let's investigate. I wonder if this is just the ways these attorneys are going to get their clients off for meth-related crimes. It puts every single sample that's been processed by this laboratory at risk. Janine Arvizu, a nationally recognized chemist and certified laboratory quality auditor, told defense lawyers during the recent seminar. Since March, public defenders who've uncovered internal documents about the Tox Lab's contamination have helped at least 3 defendants with meth detected in their blood, all of whom deny using the drug, beat DUI charges. I'm fine with that. A judge in one case ruled the Tox Lab's testing in a contaminated area amounted to gross governmental mismanagement. Yeah, fucking overturn all of them that were just DUI charges for meth. You know, meth actually, like people who drive professionally will take meth so that they can stay up longer. Is that where these DUIs
like truck
got?
drivers.
Yeah, truck drivers and stuff. They'll do that. They can't even get away with that anymore. There's like a certain point where your truck gets logged and you have to stop and take like a hotel break for 6 hours.
Yeah, because people were falling asleep while they were driving, trying to finish their run.
Yep, you can't even get away with that anymore.
What is this?
Philip Morris, international CEO, says cigarettes should be banned, and the company will stop selling Marlboros in the UK within a decade. Well, thank you for getting on this. Thank you for getting on this. Within a decade, they'll stop selling them. That's so cool. Nice of you, Philip Morris. Going to stop selling them within 10 years? That's just super speed. Glad you know the product's bad and you're going to get it off within 10 years. Does they have 10 years of stock they have to sell?
I don't even know the reasoning behind it.
We're gonna pull it in 10 years. You know, we stop production now. We got all this stuff growing. It's got to go through. We got to sell it off, and after that, we're done. We're out. The chief executive of Philip Morris International, the maker of Marlboro cigarettes outside the U.S., said his company would stop selling cigarettes to the U.K. within a decade. CEO Jack Olzak told the Mail on Sunday that the move was part of the company's goal to become smoke-free and help end the use of traditional cigarettes. Olzak also called on the UK government to outlaw cigarettes within a decade, comparing them to gas-powered cars, which are set to be barred from being sold in the country starting in 2030, according to the Telegraph. We can see the world without cigarettes, he said.
I love the voices you do.
And actually, the sooner it happens, the better it is for everyone. With the right regulation and information, it can happen 10 years from now in some countries. And you can solve the problem once and forever. Always and forever. Philip Morris International is separate from Philip Morris USA, which makes Marlboro cigarettes in the U.S., and is a division of the American Tobacco Corporation, Altria. It split from Philip Morris USA in 2008 and recently announced plans to transform into a smoke-free company.
It's weird that they split from the other company but then keep the name. And
we just talked about Aldi's the other day.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Aldi's and forever. Anti-smoking groups in the UK criticized that sale, accusing tobacco companies of trying to position themselves as anti-smoking while still selling tobacco products, according to The Guardian. Smoking kills more than 8 million people a year, according to the World Health Organization. Damn. Quit smoking cigarettes, guys. Just smoke pole.
$200 order of fries.
Offer escape from reality. Easy come, easy go.
What's on there? Is that like pork belly on top?
On top, I think that's probably a shredded cheese.
It looks like...
I think it's like a shredded, maybe a Parmesan.
No, there's another thing he was putting on top of it. I don't know what that was.
Let's read. Some Dom Perignons. You make the sauce with Dom Perignon. The Federal Reserve Chair, always on the lookout for signs of inflation, might want to drop by Manhattan's Upper East Side, where a $200 plate of French fries stretches the definition of hot cuisine. Hot cuisine.
Yeah, I'm watching him make these right now.
Yeah, let's take a look at this little tootie. He's deep in the fries. He's deep into creeping in the fries. Now, the fries aren't what makes it $200. And all the gold flakes and all the
but there's this other shit he has
all
on
the
top
truffle
of it.
oil. Are those truffles, thin sliced truffles?
They might be.
I think they're thin sliced truffles. All this stuff they put on top of it is not what makes it expensive either. What makes it expensive is there's a lot of people in the area that make so much money that they want to go out and spend $200 on fries because $10 fries don't get their dick hard anymore. That's what makes it so expensive. The restaurant Serendipity 3 already claims the world record for the most expensive burger, $295, and ice cream sundae, $1,000. So if the question is, do you want fries with that, its answer is a resounding yes. I thought that they had $1,000 burger somewhere. Maybe it was $1,000 steak.
That's ridiculous.
Guinness World Records certified the feat. As of July 13th, the fries are officially the most expensive on Earth.
I would rather just eat like a fast food burger than spend,
of course,
like $1,000.
These are only made for people who are like big time traders, right? The big time hedge fund motherfuckers with all this money they've had their cocaine for the day, they've had their whores for the day. They take their buddies out and say, I'm going to get the $200 fries so my dick gets extra hard tonight when I pay some girl $1,400 to suck on it. I'm like, not bad, dude. I wish I had that type of money. I'd buy magic cards. Serendipity, it really is a happy place, said creative director and chef Joe Calderon. People come here to celebrate, to really escape the reality of life sometimes. The creme de la creme pommes frites start out as chipperbeck potatoes. They're blanched or scalded in vinegar and champagne. It sounds pretty sweet. Then they fry in pure goose fat, not oil.
Wow.
And not once, but twice, so they're crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside. Sprinkled with edible gold and seasoned with truffle salt and truffle oil, they're served on a crystal plate with an orchid, thin sliced truffles. That's
thin sliced truffles.
And a Mornay cheese dip.
Edible gold.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's always on these things. The sauce, too, is infused with truffles, a rare seasonal mushroom. Truffle is the main star here, said corporate executive chef Frederick Schonkert. Like many restaurants, Serendipity was closed during the COVID-19 pandemic, and Calderon and Schonkert thought the fancy fries would be a good way to announce its return. It's working. There's an 8 to 10 week wait list for the fries.
I could live the rest of my life never having eaten these.
Well, you're going to have to at least live 8 to 10 more weeks, Ben, because there's a wait list.
Too late. I'm dying now.
Oh, stroke?
Yeah, too much masturbating.
My guy, I'll miss you. It's been a rough year and a half for everyone, and we need to have some fun now, said Calderon. So take your dumbass stimmy check that you spent 7 months ago and buy some fries.
Yeah, that's smart. That's smart to do.
I'll be you. Man kills elderly parents because they would not have sex with him because they always interrupted anime viewing.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand it. That was the quote. In Fukuoka, Japan, a 59-year-old man is in police custody.
59?
Yeah.
Whoa.
For the murder of his parents, ages 87 and 88.
Damn.
One of the reasons he gave for killing them was that his anime watching kept getting interrupted. My God. According to Yomiuri Shimbun and the Tokyo Reporter, Junji Matsumoto served as his parents' caregiver. It was bothersome that whenever I watched anime, my parents interrupted me, he said via Yomiuri. I couldn't stand it. The three of them, Junji, his father Hirokazu, and his mother Maki, lived together with the parents getting by on their pensions and requiring wheelchairs to get around. It is unclear if their son had an occupation other than their caregiver.
Those selfish fucks needing to be helped in their wheelchairs and shit.
Yeah. Matsumoto?
Selfish fucks.
Matsumoto killed his parents after his father asked for help during going to the restroom.
How dare he want to go to the restroom?
You need help? Well, guess what? Here's your help. You'll
You're
never
dead.
shit again. One last shit. Matsumoto killed his parents after his father asked to stop going to the restroom. It's believed this happened on the night of June 20th. During a good scene in an anime, my father repeatedly called for me to take care of him, said Matsumoto. Because he complained about me, I killed him. He then did the same to his mother, reports Fukuoka TNC News. On June 23rd, Matsumoto fled his family home 3 days after supposedly happened. First by bicycle, before boarding trains to travel across Japan, going as far as Shizuoka, Yamagata, and Akita. The murders and his escape made national news in Japan.
Yeah. So, in a couple minutes here, we are going to wrap up this show. You guys have an opportunity to get in your final entries for the drawing. I'm going to put up a timer, and at the end of the timer, we're doing the drawing, and then we're going to end the show.
Last chance for lap dance, little lovelies. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So if you want to be in the running for one of these
cool runnings,
cool running, man.
We all live in a yellow submarine.
Send in $9.11, and we'll write your name on a card, and we're going to draw 3 cards at the end, and the winners will get these 3 figures that you see here.
Send it like Beckham.
Is that the expression?
I think it's bend it like Beckham. I made a mistake. I made a mistake.
I love it when people come into the chat and try to troll and everyone just ignores them. That's the best thing ever.
I miss those people.
It's cute.
You guys are so funny and creative.
Yeah.
I really feel bad that nobody cares about your stupid lines. Keep going, though, guys, because one day you'll find something better to do with your life.
No.
They might. They might. Feel the rhythm. Get on up. It's bobsled time. Cool runnings.
Yeah, Cool Runnings. Wow, that was a hit movie, you know? Think
You ever-
about it.
You ever wonder what it would be like to, eat a meal that's designed to massage your insides when you eat it? You think that's possible? Like they always like if you eat like a live goldfish, people are like I can feel it going down. Sosa Bravo getting in, investigate.
Thank you, Sosa Bravo, for ending that conversation.
Because like
no,
you could probably design a meal that's made just to feel good going down.
You have some weird ass questions.
I think it's people ask questions.
No, not people. I'm talking about you.
I'm a deep critical thinker, and I'm asking the questions nobody else is willing to ask. And maybe one of these
You're
questions
a superficial
sparks.
thinker.
What do you mean? No, I'm a deep critical thinker, and
you pick things out of literally the surface of your thoughts, and then you create this like elaborate thing around
they're
them.
my gifts to the world. And now somebody out there is going to hear this idea, and they're going to think, he's got a point. I'm going to develop.
No, you're hearing yourself say that, and you're saying he has a point.
I mean,
the whole thing where you say people say things and people do this. No, that's you. You're the one.
I think you're not giving me enough credit, Ben.
No, you give yourself enough credit for anyone else. I don't have to give you any.
I'm lighting the fire that will burn down the way we think.
Uh-huh.
And somebody out there is going to see that fire. They're going to carry the torch. They're going to create a meal that feels better going down than it tastes.
Okay,
and it's going to taste good. But it's going to feel like when it hits your tongue, your throat, into your stomach. It might give you a little acid reflux, but cover it up with the sensation of calming that. There's a whole lot that can go down in cuisine that we don't think of. It's not just about taste. Ayo!
Yeah, some G time.
I'm a true philosopher. Troy Monroe says, "Billy, are you hung? What? William Hung? You mean?"
She bangs.
She bangs. She bangs. She moves. She moves. Is he talking about swallowing cum? I mean, I'm Morton Dave. I'm not. But imagine if you had a meal.
I would not enjoy that. I eat for taste. I don't want it to massage my innards. I think that's ridiculously stupid.
I just think a food massage is the future of cuisine.
I think you're fucking insane.
You're going to go to this restaurant. You're going to pay $300. Like, I ate this meal.
It's going to like trigger vomit and shit like that.
I could feel the meal massaging my insides.
It's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard anyone say.
I don't think so. I think
I
it's
know
the future.
you don't think so. I know you don't think so. I don't need to ask you what your opinion is on your own.
Like, you dismiss me because you don't understand me, Ben.
No, I understand all too well. I wish I didn't understand.
I don't know.
I wish I didn't understand.
I think it's the future.
Good for you.
Thank you. It's nice to have a little support.
You don't need a support from anyone else.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have 5 minutes and 26 seconds left of this Banner 911th episode.
Oh. Yeah, then the next one's 1,000, and then there's no more triple digits. I'm going to have to make room on the thumbnail.
I'm already getting people right now that want someone to massage their insides. This is...
They don't matter. They don't matter.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I didn't say that, guys. I think every one of you that want your insides massaged
Everyone that
matter.
agrees with me and thinks I'm brilliant, you guys matter.
I didn't say that. I just
No,
said these
that's
people
what you're...
matter.
Uh-huh, okay.
I think that you're all beautiful in your own way, even you terribly ugly folks. Even you child-scaringly ugly people out there, you're beautiful in your own way. You know, kids aren't accustomed to seeing things like that. So yeah, they get scared, but don't worry, it's not about them, it's about you. You're doing good. If you walk onto a ship with a fat kid and say, "Hey, you guys," it's okay. I appreciate you.
Chunk ended up being like in the best shape out of all the people who were on the Goonies, right?
I mean, I don't know if he's the best shape. Josh Brolin's better shape. than
Oh,
Chunk.
yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Josh Brolin's got sexy dad bod. You're beautiful. I just want you to know.
All right, so 4 minutes left. If you want to donate 9/11, we'll put your name on a card. We're drawing 3 cards at the end here. And
Chunk's
you'll
a
get
lawyer.
these limited edition BENPAI figurines. There's a green one, a yellow one, and a blue one. We'll be drawing them at random, and you will receive them. If you're a winner, I need you to email me your address, a shipping address, BENPAI at drunkenpeasants.com. And I will cross-reference the email that you send it from with the dono.
We're going to get really, really official here.
Really official? Really official.
What's going to happen? Okay. I'm going to get out some dice. And when we're done here, I'm going to roll these dice. And whatever amount of numbers is rolled, that's going to be how many shuffles. We're going to shuffle this deck before we pick. Okay? I'm going to let you cut it once after the shuffles are done.
Okay. All right.
And then we're going to flip the top 3 cards.
Okay.
And we're going to give them color by color.
Let's do it.
I think we're going to do 3 dice. I got three dice. So these 3, there's zeros on some of these. I don't know how many sides there are, but
one's a 10-sided dice.
You got good eyes. There's a 10-sided and a couple of 8s, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh no. These are 2 10-sided, and this is an 8-sided.
All right, we'll take one of the 10-sideds out, and we'll replace it with a 12-sided. And that way, we have 3 different sides of dice.
Yeah.
That will eliminate the possibility of getting 2 zeros. We'll roll them on this table over here on the camera so everybody can see. We're 1 minute and 41 seconds, guys. 1 minute and 41 seconds. Get your little tooties in if you want the tooties with the booties.
Tootie was on the Facts of Life.
On the Facts of Life. The Facts of Life. And then we'll flip. And I don't know, should we do each flip in order? Blue, yellow, then green?
Sure. That makes sense.
So the first flip, we'll get the blue bend. The second flip, we'll get the yellow bend.
Yellow. The jaundice
Third
bend.
flip, we'll get the green bend.
Green.
Blue bend, also known as sad bend. Yellow bend, also known as jaundice bend. I was going to say coward bend, but there is no coward bend. And green bend, I like to refer to him as slime bend.
I'm yellow. You're yellow.
Yellow.
I think Egghead would win the next Actual Mania if he does like Speedy's Revenge.
Stone Yeti, you got to do the dono through Streamlabs to get a card. Stone Yeti, you got to do the $9.11 dono through Streamlabs below. Stone Yeti, shit.
If you want a card, we'll give you a little bit of time to get one in.
If you do the Streamlabs link below for $9.11,
$9.11.
We'll give you just a little longer because of that last minute. We can't do it with super chats though.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it! Just let me know, Stone Yeti, what you say in the chat, and we'll wait for you if you say you want to do a Streamlab. It's gotta be the Streamlabs. It's the deal. That's the
Egghead
deal.
should do Speedy's Revenge though, like a video where he like takes revenge on Stormy Lane and all them for giving him a shitty childhood.
That'd be Stone Yeti's doing it. We're holding on for you,
Okay.
Stone Yeti. We're gonna hold on for you. We got you. $9.11. We're gonna wait. Anybody else who wants to get in there, get in literally right now. As long as once Stone Yeti comes through, I'm writing his name down. Then we're shuffling up.
We're doing it.
Then we're shuffling up. We're gonna roll some dice. That's gonna count how many times we shuffle. Might be a lot of shuffles. Goose Juice.
Ooh.
I want that. You want that yellow band? Let's
The
see if
what?
you called it, Goose. Let's see if you called it. Goose Juice on the card. 6 of hearts.
And we're still waiting for the other person, right?
Yes, we're waiting on that Stone Yeti. Stone Yeti. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm insanely tired. The end of the month is brutal, and we've been streaming like every day for
Stone
There it
Yeti,
is.
yeah,
There
all
it
right,
is.
Jack. Okay, so yeah, I
All
woke
right.
up. I woke up at 10 this morning, and I went to
Blitzo got another one in.
Yeah, it's as long as it takes for me to write this down.
Yep.
Stone Yeti.
So if they come in back to back to back, then
Stone
they.
Yeti.
But once we get the
Blitzo.
last one, it's closed.
Yeah.
So I think Blitzo will be the last entry.
Blitzo's in.
Entries are closed.
Entries is closed, guys.
Entries are now closed.
Thank you for all the love
We
and
really
support
appreciate
tonight. Yeah, I woke up at 10 a.m. so I could go play Magic cards all day. So I've had a long day.
Oh, man, I wake up way earlier than 10 a.m.
Yeah, but I play Magic cards. I usually wake up at like noon and then just lay around for 3 or 4 hours and jerking my pud. Stuff like that. All right. First, we're going to roll the die, and this is going to be how many times we shuffle. That's a pretty low amount right there. Could have been a lot higher.
What is it?
It's 11. 9, 2, and 0. So 9, 2, and 0. I didn't give like a hearty dice roll. I shook them in my hand, dropped them. Sometimes they roll off the table. So we're going to shuffle 11 times.
All right.
That's crazy. There's a 9, and then it adds up to 11.
You mean 911?
Exactly. That's pretty crazy how that worked out. So let's shuffle. These are not the winning cards. These are the extra cards. These are persona non grata. These are the winning cards. We're shuffle 11 times. All right.
There's quite a few of them.
Nice little stack we got here. 1, 2,
3.
Got to go through 11 times. That's 3, 4. Every day I'm shuffling. My hands are like I'm like trying to do this off under the camera, so I'm reaching extra. 4. It's not an easy way to shuffle under camera. I'm doing it though. 5, 6, 7. Let's hit that 8, 9. Hitting that 9. Not German for no. Number 9. 10. And the final 11 shuffles. Ben, I'm going to ask that you cut this stack of cards in half. And our first winner for the Blue Ben figure.
For the Blue Ben figure.
For the Blue Ben figure. Our first winner for the Blue Ben figure. Blitzo.
Blitzo.
I think Blitzo had the most numbers. So Blitzo, you got the Blue Ben.
Blitzo could win all of them.
We're only doing one of. At the beginning, we said the one of, right? If you win.
Oh, you're out?
Yeah, you're out.
Okay.
Yeah, we said that at the beginning.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So Blitzo, you got the Blue Ben. Let's put Blue Ben over here. Blitzo BT Toast getting the yellow Ben. The juicy yellow Ben.
Juicy.
And now
the final winner
the
of the
green
night.
Ben. Blitzo BT Toast and BT Toast
again.
BT Toast gonna get burnt. Burn that BT Toast. And Thick Soul. There you go. You guys, those are one of a kind color prototype mini Ben figs. Thank you, everybody who was part of it tonight.
Get me your shipping addresses, and in a few weeks or so, it should be on its way. I just gotta get all the shipping printed up and everything. But yes, just give me your address. Ben at drunkenpeasants.com.
Poop, 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 poop. Ben at drunkenpeasants.com.
And if anyone's interested in our T-shirts and shit, there's we're having a sale, 25% off down below. All right, we are calling it, and if you get the DP calendar, you will see that our next show is on a different day. Let's get that up really quick so we can let everybody know.
You got the Drunken Peasants.
So our next show is actually on Thursday. I do Tap on Wednesday, and then our first show back, we're going to have Scott on with us on Thursday, August 5th. So
I had Ben move the Tuesday show so I could go to a private event. I'm going to a private event. I said, Ben, can we move the Tuesday show? Do we have guests? Ben said, no guests right now. And I said, let's move it. I'm going to a private event. And Ben said, no problem.
Yeah.
I said, thank you.
That's exactly what happened.
Thank you, Ben. I said, thank you.
That's exactly
Glad
what
we
happened.
didn't have any guests. Like if it would have been like I don't know, Jesse Lee Peterson out on as a guest. There's no way we could have moved that.
Maybe we could try to get him on again.
See what
maybe in
happens.
September. Brad Jones wants to come back on again,
Hell
so
yeah.
Cinema Snob come
Hell
back on again soon.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, you guys have a great night. Thanks for supporting us.
Good night.
See you next time.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.